Hey guys, what's going on?
Now we're live.
All right. Welcome back.
I had to refresh YouTube.
Yeah. Fucking YouTube.
So you guys can hear us now? You can hear us over there?
Yeah, now we should freeze. No, I'm just kidding. We wouldn't do that to you. We'll hear. You guys should hear us very shortly.
Well, by the time they hear this...
Do they have to refresh? Do you think they have to refresh in there?
No, I had to refresh the thing.
So, welcome, part 2, take 2. Welcome to the Bald and Budaful show. I am bald.
I am Budaful.
And he is, look at him. He is sweaty, what were you?
Sweaty
McFatfuck.
Sweaty McFatfuck, right here, live in our studio today.
Welcome back.
Wow, look, you can listen to us. Listen to us. Listen to us. They're listening to us.
All right, guys, we're back. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Sorry, guys.
We are on.
Richie, we still love you. Don't worry. It's all good. No, I know. It's YouTube. We got to get our own fucking...
YouTube or you too?
You too.
You also?
As if.
As if. As if. As if. So how was your weekend, sir?
Fucking stressful.
Why?
Work sucks. It was Mother's Day. That was an up.
Right.
I got to see my mom for 2 minutes.
Mother's Day was an up, or was it a day?
No, it was good. It was good. I mean,
you guys usually do it like on Saturday, right? Because you work Sunday.
Well, we used to do it on Sunday all the time.
I know, but I'm saying now with this job, the last couple of years, you got to usually.
Yeah, my mom had to work. My mom had to take a second job, so she got out at 5:30. We were there around 6. We left around 8. And
Where'd you go up there?
Yeah, I went up there. And
outside of Marlboro, I mean.
Yeah, had some dinner, whatever. My sister was there.
Nice.
What about you?
Oh, that's it.
And now back to you, Craig.
And now back to you. Shit, sorry, Gene. We had a great Mother's Day. There you go. Yeah. We had a great Mother's Day. I had a nice mellow. When I say great, it was a nice mellow Mother's Day. We had all the mothers, my mother and stepfather. I have lots of steps.
By the way, you don't understand how excited the chat room was to not hear you.
Nice. That must be my wife.
It was.
Right? Yeah, it was Jennifer.
It was.
It was my baby, wife and kids. It's so nice to not hear him.
Even when he's not home, you could hear him. Isn't that crazy?
That sucks.
She's the best.
So, we had a really good... My mother and stepfather were over. My stepmother and father were over. My mother-in-law was over. And her sister, my aunt, were all there.
What does that make us?
B.
Absolutely
nothing. And then my wife, and then the neighbor, Eric and Amy, the big guy, and his wife and the 2 girls, they were over. So we had 14 people at the house. Nice day. I got my backyard all done. Well, pretty much done. Me and Jen busted our asses back there to get it.
He'll have people over no matter what. Like, I'll call, what's going on? Nothing. Really? You're 14 people.
There's a lot of, we have a busy household. People come through a lot. Like, people just stop by to say hi. Spend some time. I have some regulars, people that come over and hang out. They got the regulars that come in every day, the regular drinkers.
Pass card, swipe
yeah.
He's like a fucking chiropractor.
The kids, my daughter, her and her girlfriend have both been pretty busy, but they usually over the house like 2 nights a week watching MTV shit. And, my son used to have, he works a lot now, but up until recently when his hours got even more intense, he used to have 2, 3, 4 people over too. So you get a couple. If we all have one person over, it gets crowded. And my aunt for Hurricane Sandy lived in our living room. You know what that was like? That
yes.
She was in. Well, you were there. She lived in our living room, and then we had to still function around it. We wound up
She kissed me on New Year's. It was very exciting.
He didn't sleep for 2 days. He was afraid to, but
I came over like a month later.
Your aunt?
She's 74. She's gonna be 75.
Okay.
She's a cute old lady.
She's out of your league.
There's some quirks.
She's way out of my league.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't even hold her stirrups. I got worried, though, because I came over and she had something going on.
Oh, yeah, she had like a little...
and all of a sudden, my bottom lip started tingling.
She had
sympathy herpes.
Yeah, she's an old lady. She had like a little cold sore. Like, it wasn't even... Yeah, I know they say it's herpes, but she had like a little cold sore. And he's just like... He walks out, he's like, she kissed me. I feel a tingle. She kissed me for the next 3 hours. I'm
He's
like,
washing himself like the guy in what was that movie with the he slept with the other guy?
Yeah. Washing his like me, myself, and Irene. When
the crying game.
Oh yeah. When he's in the shower.
Himself.
Oh yeah.
He's in the shower, washing himself. And
I love when Jim Carrey does that.
Yeah. Also, I'm saying
when he kisses and he finds out it's a guy.
Oh yeah, well, they're all dead. They're all
and he made out with her. He's in the shower, just like
brushing his teeth. Well, that's why I said. What did I say? Me, myself, and Irene. But I meant the cable guy. I see Jim Carrey. I remember him doing it. Yeah, it was Ace Ventura. Because me, myself, and Irene, he sat in the toilet. He sat in the sink after he realized that the 12-inch dildo was for him. Which she's like, you got that.
Laces out.
For you. Laces out.
Mr. Winky!
Mister! Isn't that true? So no, we had a great day, though. Everybody was all barbecued. Had some people outside, some people inside. It was nice. We did the barbecue. We did some dessert. Everybody got out of there at a reasonable hour.
Nice.
9 to 10 o'clock. I had the house back to normal by about 11:30, maybe midnight. It might have been midnight. But, so it was a nice weekend. It was nice to have a nice, quiet weekend. It's nice the kids are working now.
Did you make your chicken dip?
No, I didn't, and I was gonna, but I did not. I made it like.
See, then I would have came.
See, yeah, but I make the.
If he didn't make it, I mean.
Yeah, there you go. If Jen made it, you'd come over.
I cannot. I don't like it, man. I don't know what the fuck goes on. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right.
You don't like the way she makes it or he makes it?
No, he just doesn't like the dip.
I don't
itself.
like it.
Some people don't like it because it has blue cheese in it.
Bro, it's like buffalo chicken, blue cheese.
Oh, excuse me, I started. There's one.
I want it.
You know what it is? You know what it is? I'm a pain in the ass. I get there early because I like to spend time with them. Because once people come over, forget it. It's like
I'm running. You know,
it's like trying to find the fucking the turtle in the fucking.
Well, you're
aquarium,
a host. You stop.
know?
You stop for 2 minutes, and you go and you hang out with this person, you hang out with that person. You run. Someone asks you for something. You're getting something for somebody else.
So I come in the house and it's done, and that's all. I smell it, and I'm just like, oh, they made it.
It's awesome. Most people like it. Not all.
It's warm chicken, buffalo, blue. I don't know.
It's baked.
I eat clams and a half shell raw.
Bro,
listen, they cook awesome food. I've had their pizza. I've had his balls on my face, but
we like and my knee and your balls. We like to cook.
No, you crunched my dick. There's a big difference.
We like to cook. We're a nice cooking family. You know, I love to cook. My wife likes to cook. That just
doesn't. I don't know.
There's a couple people that don't like it, but most people, 98% of the people like it. It's good. It's blue cheese. It's like the chicken salad in the can that you break up, and we rinse it out to get all the chicken flavor out of it. It's that. It's buffalo sauce, the orange buffalo sauce. We use Frank's hot wing buffalo sauce. Nice. Little blue cheese. It goes in there. It's like a cup. It's all measured out. It's a cup to a half a cup and everything. And then you sprinkle a little mozzarella cheese in there. You mix it all together. You get it all night, and you put it in the oven for 350 degrees for 25 minutes. And then you gotta let it cool because it's freaking piping hot. Wait until the top is all like crusty and bubbling, and you use the scoops, the Tostito scoops. Yeah. And you scoop that shit out nice and warm, and it's like a drug. Most people, if you like it, you like it. Some people don't like it because like the blue cheese, like that, it's hot. Like some people don't think it's supposed to be hot. You know what? You barely taste it. It becomes one. He don't like it. And
when we go on an eating regimen, we'll do like the golden salad. We'll sit you in the middle of the room and we'll put the blue cheese stuff all around
him and see. And he'll break out one little leaf from his pocket and chew on that leaf because he looks like he eats leaves.
Chew on your bark.
He'll pull out a tree.
No, I've been eating good for like a week.
No, I know you're going to the gym.
My body is going into like fucking shelter shock. You don't understand?
Dude, I do though. McDonald's yesterday, and I haven't had, but I haven't. All I've been eating is fruit and vegetables and stuff. And you get that whiff of to go buy something like a chicken plate, something like that. I swear to God, my wheel went like this in my car. Automatically, I didn't go in, but I went to the side of the road.
I didn't go in, but I
went to the side of the road. Like I could do it.
I've been eating like protein and beans and vegetables. Like the other day, I must have been so backed up. I shit a McDLT. They haven't made that in like 15 years. It was all in a separate styrofoam.
Nice. The hot state. We
would have also accepted McLean sandwich too.
Nice.
But I've been going to the gym, and I'm just fucking hurting like a girl.
Yeah, but what happened your first day with your arms? How many days did it take for your arms to heal?
Like two. My mom gave me this like roll-on. Fucking
Bengay.
I don't know what it was. Fucking didn't do a fucking thing.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Remember, like 3 weeks ago when I joined the gym, the first day I way overdid it, and my arms. I was here that one day I was here. It was already like.
We don't say Ben Gay. We say
we
say Ben Lifestyle.
Ben Lifestyle.
You know what happened the first?
An alternate lifestyle.
The first day that I joined the gym was did the show. It was a Tuesday. So I talked about it and everything was cool. The next day, actually that night, I woke up and I couldn't even scratch my face. I was like, and my arm kept like I had to use my other arm to lift my arm up. So I can imagine.
It was so bad on Saturday morning that after I did a number 2, I said fuck it and took a shower. And I couldn't reach.
He couldn't reach back.
I couldn't reach. It was like I was holding the reverse magnet, and my ass was just pushing my hand away from me. Right. I just couldn't do it.
That's what
I'm
happened.
Like, all right,
that's when you use the leaf brush and throw it out afterwards.
Same thing with me with the toothbrush. It was just so weird because everything was working the day before, and my arm stopped here, and I was like, like when I went to put water in my mouth after I'd done brushing my teeth, my arms ended here. I was like throwing it. I was like, and I throw my face down to try to get them to meet.
That's when you know.
I went to brush my teeth. I was like, oh my God! For like 3 days, I'm lifting my arm up to get the toothbrush in my freaking mouth.
Back here?
Oh yeah, big.
You know what it was for me?
All the way up.
Right where my elbow, right here, where it meets the joint.
Right.
Because you knock when you're curling and stuff. So I gotta try not to do that.
It's like eating a sandwich, though, dude.
Yeah, no.
Well, you work with lighter weight. You do more reps, like I had said.
Yeah, eating a sandwich is 1 rep. It's just, but that's...
So line up 12 sandwiches.
I was doing the rowing, this. Oh, my God.
I was doing a lot of these. I was doing some of
Dude,
these.
everyone on the crunch machine, they're on the crunch
these.
machine. They go like this, right? This is me on a crunch machine.
He's eating Nestle's Crunch.
They're like, you're not doing it. I'm doing it. You just can't see I'm doing it.
I'm in
I'm
half.
so fast.
Right.
Like, I did like 7, and I'm like, it's not strong enough. I
See
had it
all
on...
these guys in the crunch machine. He's eating Nestle's Crunch on the machine.
Right. He's like, yo, listen, you may not have seen anything out here, but inside, shit is happening.
You don't understand what kind of shit is happening.
Volume.
Things are
I got
folding
scared.
inside.
I got scared, bro.
Look at
I
you.
had it on 40 pounds, and I'm like, there's nothing going on. I put it to 50, nothing. 60, fuck it. I put it to 110, right? I did like 7. All of a sudden, I felt like
Like a pull.
That's
like-
not...
like there was a fucking cockroach inside of me. And it was just like, I was like, don't fucking move because you will go into a goddamn twitch frenzy.
I think you're having a heart attack.
Like, did you ever walk outside and your fucking eye starts
Oh,
twitching?
yeah.
Every day.
Dude, my pancreas,
Every
that's what it was
day.
doing. My pancreas was just like, dude, don't get up right now.
Right.
Pretend you're doing another rep, but don't do it. Oh my God.
In fact, lay
Scared
back
the
and
cr-
stretch me out a little bit.
Oh my
Stretch me out a little
God.
bit.
Now
Back
that
a
didn't
little
hurt
further.
me. That didn't hurt me. But when I sleep, I put my arms under the pillow.
Yeah, that's
like
what I
3
did.
o'clock in the morning, I was like, I was like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Right. That was me, same shit. When I woke up, I was like, ah! I wanted to scratch my face, but nothing was moving. I was like,
But it's the pain.
Right.
You know what the pain is? It's like the pain. Like, remember when you were a kid and you got a loose tooth? That pain you like?
Yeah.
I like it. It's pretty sick. I don't know. It just me.
I like
Oh,
it.
man.
Well, it makes me feel like I'm doing something. You know?
That could be a new, like, wrestling, like
Like this
call
little,
phrase.
this like 45-year-old woman. She weighs like 33 pounds. She's on the row machine, and she gets up. I didn't even look at the weight. I just was like, fuck it. I'm like, holy crap. I'm fucking weak, man. I'm like,
what was she on? What was she
I don't know. I just fucking kind of leaned and hop back in.
No, that's not heavy enough, honey. I gotta move it.
You feel better, though, for the week last week?
Yeah, it's pretty, I listen to crazy music, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I'll have to get some samples of what,
Well, what do you listen to?
it's like hardcore techno.
Oh.
Like really fast shit.
I'm Vision Quest. I'm all those 80s, I did squats today for the first time in my life.
Like it's zzz. I'm just like fucking biking away and...
You better make sure you don't put your heart into that beat. Bang, ding, ding, ding.
No, I'm like fucking... Dude, I'm on the bike and it's going... And I'm like pedaling backwards like real slow. Like, I'm not even moving. But it was funny because the first day, Marissa told me to put my weight in the bike. I didn't do that. So it was telling me the calories I was burning
Oh, yeah.
as a 100-pound person. When I put my weight in, it went from like burning 12 calories to like 97. I was like, yes! I got up, it was like 4, like another 50.
You actually putting it in as losing calories when that.
Right. You just burn calories. You're operating this with 2 fingers.
I would.
You know how depressing it is that you're all excited to go exercise. You've got the music set. You're ready to go. You bought a lock. Like I'm dedicated to this.
I bought a
No,
lock.
I didn't buy a lock.
Is it a key
Me and
lock
Marissa
or a
shared.
combination
She
lock?
gave me one. No.
I say, yeah, she gave
The first day she gave me. She had a gym bag with 2 Gatorades. I'm like, what
We
the
did?
hell is going on, Marissa? She had it all ready to go. So I sit down, right, and I'm like, it's like put your weight in, and I'm like 100, 200. And it just stops.
E plus
I'm
12,
like,
yeah.
This is not fair!
I like the calculator, E plus 12.
Like, I wouldn't go up high enough. I'm like, wow, I'm a fucking piece of shit. But whatever, I had to fake till I make it. That's all.
That's right, man.
Fake it till you make it. Listen, you just keep going, and
I'm in the bike.
Success
I'm in the
story.
bike where you sit, and the seat can like go all the way back. So I have it all the way back so that I pedal like this. No, I'm not. But I'm just saying.
Well, I know you have your knees. You got to be careful of your knees.
I gotta
right?
be careful of everything. I don't do any.
You know, rollerblade.
What's that?
Rollerblade.
Yeah, okay. I did that. I could do that once. No, I don't do any leg exercises. I know better. I got to do all up here until I
Just
get
shake the
down,
weight,
and then
and as you do it,
I'll
you'll
get
feel
to the
better,
legs.
man.
I can't fuck with. I drive all day.
Yeah.
Could you imagine me trying to brake?
Right, that'd be cool if you guys went rollerblading and you can get.
I rollerblade.
You rollerblade? Do you have
all
double
the time.
sets of? You have 8 wheels on each one?
No, I rollerblade.
They're big wheels.
Regular wheels, fuck you. Fuck you. How much weight have you lost in the last couple of weeks?
Only like 6 pounds.
25 already.
Well, you're a lot heavier than me.
I haven't. It was the first day I worked out.
He doesn't wear a T-shirt anymore.
Yeah. That's he's burning calories already just by sweating.
You rollerblade, really?
I rollerblade all the time.
Explains all the fucking potholes on your street. I ain't driving down that street again.
Oh, I won't ever go down my street. You kidding me?
What is
They'll
that?
never fix it. We've been calling them for years to fix our street. You know what they did? They used that stuff that the fill in the crack stuff, and they just use that stuff.
Why is that what your road is cracked? It's like it's all
it's the the grass that grows underneath the roads, and you go get that. Well, our roads are private, but the township
right.
So we
it's
have
a private road.
It's considered a private road, but because of the development, but they maintain it. They maintain the blocks too.
Yeah, but do you pay taxes to the development?
No.
Do you pay? Do you pay you have a HOA? Do you?
No, we don't.
Homeowners association?
It was private, and then when the school does the school boys thing, whatever they was there, that whole thing. Now it's the
fucker's ringing a bell.
What's the schoolboy things?
But over here, there was a place for juveniles.
Right. I was like, pretend I live on Staten Island and I don't know what's going on here, and explain.
Okay, pretty much every block there. So they changed it to now it's all the police do their drills and stuff there now. So they're constantly driving up and down our blocks now.
So you lived across the street from a juvie home?
Yeah, but it wasn't a juvie home when I moved in now.
No,
it was a
closed.
juvie home years ago.
It was.
Years ago.
Well, what, like closed in the 80s closed? 90s? Or?
Probably 90s it closed, right?
I don't know.
So you got the cops right across the street?
I just moved to Marlboro 5 years ago.
Yeah, they train there all the time, and it's like, it's like Call of Duty.
I just moved to Marlboro 5 years ago, so.
I had a...
Really?
I moved here 5 years ago.
Really?
In July, yeah. I had an expired thing on my, for like a month. And I made a U-turn in that parking lot with all those cops in there.
And
you never saw someone drive backwards out of there as fast as I could. I just see them all taking their thing out and writing a ticket.
My sister had fun poking me, she said, because she saw me on Saturday.
And she poked you?
Yeah, because I was hurting that day.
Oh, like a legitimate...
Yeah, no,
I think you meant like a Facebook poke.
No, like I'm sitting there...
No, you sick bastard.
I'm sitting there in the kitchen like this, because I can't put my arms out straight.
Right.
And she's like, what's the matter?
Nice. I'm not poking you. I'm not touching you.
Will you stop touching me?
Now that you just brought up pokes, people, especially for the people in the chat room, what is going on with like Facebook pokes? Like, I get them.
People just want that.
I didn't do it for a long time. I started doing it again. I was doing it. I stopped doing it. I'm doing it. People poke me. Now it says like, so-and-so poked you 18 times in a row.
When it first started, it was, just,
Is someone really
I am out here. Now it's like, you're not good enough to talk to me, but I just want to poke you to say hello, basically. That's
No, because guys do it and girls do it. And, like poke, you always think poke is more like a sexual thing. And then you got guys doing it, you're poking them back like, oh, I just poked Tommy.
People got divorced over pokes. You kidding me?
I just poked Joey. What?
People get divorced over
I do this
pokes.
all the time, so...
What? Oh, it's one poke in the eye? Visual.
Hey, we have the ability to do a visual.
he acted like there wasn't one.
Hey, watch this. Here, do it again. Ready? See, that's how that worked.
That's how it works.
Pick two. You had to ask me to pick two fingers. Pick two fingers.
So, about eating. The other day, I went to the temple over here, on 522 next to the...
Yeah, shalom a ding dong.
About the Three Stooges the other day.
I can't tell you the last time I had a regular hot dog. I always eat that fat-free crap, they're like the 97%, whatever, kosher hot dogs. Well, they had a big shindig over there, so I went, for hot dogs and stuff. I had two hot dogs. Rudy, remember when you had all those problems with the
Yeah.
My hand blew up. My hand blew up Saturday morning. When I say blew up, like it did when I first got sick. So I'm like, what the fuck? Because I haven't taken medication in like months now. So I'm like, what the hell did I do? I'm like, oh my god, I had hot dogs last night. So let me just try it again. So I got another hot dog Saturday night, and guess what? Sunday, same fucking thing. So no more hot dogs.
Does your penis swell or just your hands?
I can't tell because I'm always holding my penis, so I don't know which one it is.
Yeah. You couldn't tell the difference in your fingers.
Well, the first
right back at
sausage, I didn't get it.
First, he told me months ago that he thought his penis was shrinking.
No.
But it was his hand that blew up.
Oh, my God, look at that. It's getting so tiny. But,
just pinch the head off.
there you go. So now what are you saying? So you're allergic to hot dogs?
It's the nitrates. It's all that salt that's in the
Right.
the hot dogs. I mean, like when I
You know what? You can eat kosher, you said, and you're all right with kosher?
No, I eat those like the really thin 97. The ones you get like ShopRite or any of those stuff.
Right. I'm not a big hot dog guy, but what I
Neither
do is
am I.
we get like the Nathan's or the.
I don't always eat hot dogs, but when I do...
These were like the really thick
Ballpark.
the ones at the temple were like the really thick
Right.
ballpark franks.
Right.
No.
Oh, they plump when you cook them.
But when you eat something
Ballpark
that you don't
franks.
like and you get the heebie-jeebies afterwards, you're like, that stuff. That's the way I felt that night. And I'm like, I woke up and I started during the middle of the night. I was like,
Something tells me Buda
knows what I'm talking about.
very seldom gets the heebie-jeebies.
What does that mean? You see? Fuck everything I know.
Listen, and you don't look like you heebie-jeebie all that often either, my friend.
It must be great to fit into a smart car.
It'd be so dumb.
You can get in, The horn doesn't honk. When he gets in, it doesn't go off.
What's the smallest car you ever had?
Sexually?
CBR?
What?
Sexually?
No, car.
The
Oh, I don't
CBR?
know. No. I sat in a
CBR.
The truck, the little
Oh.
CRV.
CRV, yeah.
The RAV, you mean?
The RAV. Listen, I got the letters right. They may have been a little out of order. The Elemento. You never
You're
got
right
any?
about it.
You never got any Elemento?
No.
car.
The smallest car was a Mercury Sable, I think.
Okay. How about you?
Was that my car?
No. Maybe, yeah. Did you have
the
one?
Sable, yeah, the black
What
Sable.
about you?
The smallest car? I mean,
The one you have now.
I have a Honda Elantra, and
Hyundai.
I mean, it's a little car, but it's not tiny.
What did he say? Hyundai? What's a
Honda
Honda?
Elantra.
A Hyundai.
Oh, I'm going back.
Good,
Go
Hyundai.
away, you said Honda. You heard
Hyundai.
that.
I heard
Elantra.
Hyundai.
Honda.
I didn't hear Hyundai.
Yeah, what did I say, people? Hyundai or
I heard
Honda?
Hyundai.
Let's see what the.
They're talking. They don't give a fuck about us. They're
Yeah.
talking about going on some cruise.
Oh, they're
fucking,
back to.
Yeah.
Well, Jen explained that all to me last week. How they were saying that we should go on a cruise. They said Marianne said a booze cruise. Mike Rosano said we should do it in September, and then Jen said,
What
"Oh,
month?
we should." Huh?
What month?
September, and then Jen said, "Oh,
Yeah.
Craig's
Is
birthday
that after October?
it's before October, September," and then.
He didn't even know.
No, I didn't. What is it?
Because you don't. There's an R at the end of that word.
It's just Staten Island.
Oh, okay, September.
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 Going down.
Listen.
When you hit a golf ball, what do you yell? 4?
Four. When September ends.
I love your accent.
Well, anyway, so they were then saying that we should do it in September, and then Jen said that she goes, "Oh, Craig's birthday's in September," and then she's like, "Oh, when?" And then Marianne was like, "The 26th." She's like, "I creeped this page." So they were just all talking about going on a thing, and that's when it turned into a booze cruise for my birthday. That was all what was going on last week. So I'm sure Mike R is in there, and Michael Affray, everybody's in there, right? Mike Rosanio.
Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
Mike, I don't
Hello,
have
everybody.
gout.
Shaw
I
Buddha,
tested for
Richie,
gout.
your wife's in there.
What?
My wife. Hi, baby.
Daewoo. I had.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I smell skunk, too.
I had a CRX in high school.
Someone just...
Yeah, I know. I smell it. Someone just.
Oh, but the smallest car. Hold on, before you go on to that, I had a Dodge Challenger, an '82 Dodge Challenger, which was a little. It was a 4-speed. It had a Nissan engine. It had a what was
Hyundai.
before Nissan? Not Toyota.
Datsun.
Datsun. It had a thank you. It had a Datsun
Here all
engine in
night.
it, a little 5-speed. But it was a Dodge Charger. It was a cool little car, but it was tiny, like a Datsun. It looked like a Datsun. It was black with the red, the orange stripes going across it.
I think a
That was
Volkswagen Bug is the smallest.
That was the tiniest car I owned. That was small. That car. Like you guys wouldn't be able to get into.
I had the first car was a Datsun 280ZX, the anniversary edition.
That's a small. What year?
And I got a CRX.
Yeah, but what year? That's small too.
It was
a Honda.
81. I was my sister's. It was an 81 Datsun. It was an anniversary edition, a gold one.
Right.
I love that thing. It was, stick.
Yeah,
And I got. But after that, my grandfather passed away. I got his Reliant K. Remember those cars?
Nice, yeah,
the Hemi.
K cars.
It was a 2.6 Hemi. I don't care. It was a Hemi.
It was a 4-cylinder Hemi, but it was a Hemi.
It was a fast car. Then I got a CRX, and then but my smallest car. I don't know if it's the smallest CRX, but
I had a Shimi.
I had a GeoStorm GSI.
Nice.
Remember that little fucking GeoStorm?
The Geo Metro.
It was fast, man. It looked like It looked like a Corvette, just smaller.
I used to do
a
it
Camaro.
in early days of comedy. I did a joke about a mattress being tied to the top of a Geo Metro, and the mattress actually being larger than the car itself.
Metro, that's even smaller.
They were moving a mattress, and it was tied to the car. It was folded down, and it was flipped up in the front like a hat, and over the back windshield. The frigging thing was bigger than the car, and they were tied to the roof of the car, and they were driving on the highway.
Citations, remember the citation? My brother had when we went it was 300 miles, and one of the pistons went.
Yeah, but the CRX...
It was 3 cylinders. You had to see us driving like 26 miles per hour. My brother was like, lean forward, Rich, lean forward.
But the CRX was only a 2-seater, right?
Yeah, it was a 2-seater. Yep.
That was a tiny little
the Chevy
car.
Beretta.
That was a little car, too. That's what Richie Kempton had it. My buddy Richie was in there sometimes.
You know when you go past...
had a cool little Beretta.
Fucking Geostorm. Kill yourself.
If you ever want to see a funny car, because it was in the Seinfeld episode, when you pass the first aid squad there, that first right you can make in there, and you go into that back development, there's a guy that has a gold... what the hell was that convertible? It was the Seinfeld episode with the
Sebring?
Miata?
No, it was the Chrysler LeBaron.
Oh, the LeBaron, right.
The LeBaron there, same one as Seinfeld. I was looking for the pencil with the bike mark from what's his name?
Right, they thought it was somebody's car, right? Someone famous' car. They found his receipt. Not
John Voight.
Oh, John Voight. Yeah, it's not that John Voight. It's another John Voight. Because
John Voight spells his name Jon.
Right.
Yugos. They're talking about a Yugo. And
the Yugo is the tiniest.
You go where I go, and you go where you go.
You know, it's not close. You know why a Yugo?
God, let's hope that thing's on tight because he just dropped that bottle down into the central hub of everything electrical for this show.
You know why a Yugo has really good defrosters in the back windows? When you're pushing a car home, your hands won't get cold. Come on, laugh! I get it. All right, who's getting my drink because I'm not going to fucking camera.
No, well, yeah, but I never owned a Yugo. Yugo is a tiny little car. The Geo Metro, the Yugo.
Fucking Geostorm. I can't get over it.
What, did he have
him? Fucking homosexual.
Yeah, but the CRX is a tiny... That was a chick car, too.
I didn't have that.
My CRX was the best car I ever owned, man. I love that car still. The guy built a huge sound system there with the boombox. It was the whole back. So instead of the hatchback there, you closed it onto itself, and it was great, man.
Right.
Nothing like listening to Stevie B.
Fit a lot of dildos in the back.
There you go.
What'd you say? Stevie what?
The guy goes, "You want to check out your sound?" This was like in the late '80s. "You want to check out your sound system?" Like, yeah, I'm thinking he's gonna put on really some good. He put on like some Stevie B, "Love and Emotion." You remember that?
Yeah, right.
I was like, "Can you play a real song now?" That was a good time in my life, man.
Fucking Geostorm.
I
can't get over it.
I worked for a guy who owned all the concession stands, all the golf courses up on Route 22. I was his runner. This was Mafia guy. And I was his runner. I was 18 years old.
Sure you weren't his accountant?
I was 18 years old making $1,000 of cash. $1,000 a week cash I was making. I ran all his money.
Iraq?
See, he ran all his money. I knew he had something to do with money.
Absolutely. Oh, I didn't know.
I know. He said he was running around working for a guy who owned all the concession stands and everything. I said, "You sure you weren't his accountant?"
No,
he just came out.
No,
he was still carrying money. There was still money in his hands involved.
This guy had the amount of money that he made a day. He had 11 golf courses, and he had Sharon Plow, that big Sharon Plow building up in the 22. It was the cafeteria there for all the bigwigs,
right?
And all the hot dog trucks, that was going to like the 11th hole or 10th hole and stuff like that. I was picking up a day $10,000 from each of these places, beer, everything. And I would go around and order beer and order like the pork roll for the next day and all that stuff, and they deliver it. But man, this guy, I would go to the bank with like a ridiculous. I would have to go to the bank after each one because I'm not going to carry that much money around, But he was into a lot of stuff that I didn't want to be into, so I left.
Didn't you wish you knew him then, just so you could have hit him in his Geostorm?
No, I never Geostorm back then.
And then he would have got stuck in the car and you just reached in and empty his pockets. And he would have lifted up the entire car and ran after you down the block.
There's something wrong with you, bro.
What do you have now? You have the Maxima.
I had a Maxima. I had a Chevy Camaro, 2 different ones.
Well, I know you had a Jetta or something. I know you're not a fan of Volkswagen products.
No, I had a Jetta. I had a Probe.
You don't like...
I had the Ford sports car. That was faster than the Mustang. What?
SHL, right?
No, Ford Probe. I don't know what you're saying.
SHL was the one.
Toyota Supra.
You got probed. An alien abduction.
This is gay.
Bro, did you ever see the movie
Geostorm.
Paul? Did you guys see the movie Paul?
I have a 300 scene now. I don't care what anyone's talking about.
Did you ever see the movie Paul?
Paul, yeah.
The alien movie with Simon Pegg and Nick Frost. Why does everybody keep asking me about that? Do I have some sort of fetish with farts? Like, what am I trying to bottle your farts? Because everybody keeps asking about the probe size.
Still bother you?
Yeah, how old were you when you got laid? I'm just curious. The first time.
34,
13
probably.
maybe?
13, maybe.
Yeah, it was 13. It was
No, we're talking about with a woman.
Oh, 13 and a half.
I just picture it. What color was the Geostorm? Tell me it was red. Tell me it was red.
Green.
It's even worse, isn't it?
It wasn't my
Green.
car. It was a fucking company car. I didn't buy it.
Why would a company buy you a Geostorm? Have they met you?
It was
Yeah, just give them the storm. Put the fucking hurricane in the storm.
I was running candy for people.
Running candy. What, like, talking about cars, like, Easy, I went to Easy Pass today. Because, I come out here, I come from Staten Island, I got tolls to pay and shit. And the last time I was over, the other day, I was over in Jersey, and it said low balance. And I knew the last couple of times I went through, I was like, shit, I got to go to Easy Pass. It's the one place you go and pay it, and you got to wait a day before it registers to use in-state, and then 2 days for out-of-state. So it takes 48 hours, but you take my money. My money is taken immediately from my credit card. Why is it not?
You don't pay it online, the credit card?
And it's immediately... No, because what happens is they prorate you. And month to month, I take different amount of trips to Jersey.
Oh, I just add $20 on to the Easy Pass, and then when
No.
it's low again, I add $20 more.
No, we can't do that in New York. You have to either... credit card, they go over the phone, they want 100.
Not
flat
everyone
rate.
has a Geostorm, Rich.
Right. My car costs a little bit more to go over.
We'll race. Come
There's
on.
more than 3 tires on my
Not
car.
my wife's car,
So mine doesn't have pedals. But
This is how Rich used to start his car in the morning. Hold on, we're gonna go really far, kids.
Ready?
Sorry. I could just picture you in your Geostorm listening to Stevie B.
No.
Spring love, come back to me. I only know that
Stevie
song. Some freestyle club
Yeah, it was
artist.
early 80s, forget it.
All right, yeah.
I never
The song sounds familiar, but nothing else. No, but anyways, it takes
Hold
2
on, I gotta
days.
get my Cavaricis out of my store.
Nice, Z Cabarici. Those were awesome. I love Cabaricis.
Your ass is sticking
Bro,
out.
Z Cabaricis were great because they were tight to your fucking hips. They showed your ass. They got really baggy in the middle and then got tight back at the ankles.
Say it slower.
I don't think I can say it again at all.
I didn't wear
Yes.
any of those
Did you ever take a whole pick in your Geostorm? Hold on, open the hatchback.
I think every pick was a whole pick in that car. But no, but Easy Pass, so I went and put money on it today, and it's not good until like 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'm like, fucking really? I actually took 9:35 here today to 9, like the long way, instead of going on the...
Why?
So I ended
You're
up
already
$1.50.
Oh, that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it wasn't any much longer for
It's
$1.50
now?
The
it was
toll
a buck.
booth is $1.50 because they used to be 75 cents, and they took one out.
Which toll, though?
The cheese
Parkway one.
Cheesequake.
Cheesecake.
And then you get
Did you
off.
say any other foods?
It's only a half a mile off that toll.
Talking about cars and
So
donuts.
fuck it, man. I take the 35 to the 9. Bro, do you know the 35 up there? You ever see that the Knights Inn, that hotel, the Knights Inn
Yes.
hotel? Bro, tell me that is not built for a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
The whole you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I know you're talking
The
about
whole
the
court.
white-
Yeah, you
yeah,
probably
the
went
white
there
steel.
like short time back in the day because he's from Aldbridge. So yeah, all you do is park one bus in front of that entrance, and you're good, man. You have a whole courtyard. Everything's enclosed. You board up the first floor windows, and you got a zombie-proof fucking situation right there, man. That place could be zombie-proofed pretty quick. Every time I drive by, I'm like, wow.
You think the zombies are going to go into South Amboy or Perth Amboy? Those places, they fucking, fuck you, goodbye. Go to Woodbridge.
Yeah. I don't think they much care at that point. But do you never think like that when you drive by that place?
No, I think about real things.
Oh, really? What, like cheesecake?
I think the zombie place would be medieval times, man.
Oh, my daughter...
Fuck that, even closer. The Make-A-Wish castle.
Bro, medieval times
Wild
is
West
great.
City.
Medieval times is great. I think we're going to be going... My daughter wants to go there for her birthday.
Wild West City?
Medieval times.
I love people
Have
in
you
New
ever been
York.
there?
They get so excited about the shit we don't care about.
Like what? Wild West City?
Bowcraft. on
Six
Route
Flags,
22.
Great Adventure.
Bowcraft on Route 22. But my kids are bad, and we've been there. We went there once when they were little, and it was the cheesiest place. It was like if you put amusement park stuff outside your lawn here, that's Bowcraft.
Right.
So every time my kids are bad, I'm like, if you're not good, we're gonna go fucking go to Bowcraft. This is a great adventure.
No, like when I drive a cab, so when I pick people up at like the hotel, I'm like, oh, so where are you from? Oh, we're from Brooklyn. Oh, where are you headed? We're going to iPlay.
What is iPlay even?
It's like an indoor.
It's an indoor amusement park. Picture the beach, the Jersey Shore inside.
No.
Oh yeah.
Well, with
Point Pleasant.
Point Pleasant.
Jersey
Indoors.
Shore Beach.
Yeah, no, I don't mean Keensburg. Sorry.
No, No, I don't mean Seaside or
No,
Wildwood.
so I don't think it's.
But I know you know why?
Do you think the Jersey Shore is Seaside? I think the Jersey Shore is Point Pleasant.
No, because all these kids, you know, all the vining and everything. There's at iPlay they have these things now, almost like Comic-Con, but it's for the Instagram people and the vining people and all that shit and the Twitter people. And they just had one like 3 weeks ago at iPlay.
That must have been a fun thing.
And
people talking 6 seconds and stopping.
Bro, it was sold out.
Hey, how you doing today?
Yo,
hey, how you doing today?
It was sold out. How many people could you fit in the iPlay?
Oh, a lot. Dude,
2,000?
There's iPlay there, and then there's an entertainment place next door, and then a 3D.
Bro, it's sold out.
There's
For the
I
week.
play, you play, we play.
Is that really what it is?
It's a whole.
It's
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole
You
pick.
gotta go there, dude. It's cool.
It's a whole pick.
You get to pick whatever hole you want.
Do what we do. I took a second mortgage out and went to iPlay for the day for my kids.
You
never
should
done
be a
that.
weatherman.
Why?
You know what I would call your name? We're going to go to Geostorm. I'm sorry.
I'm not taking any offense.
Oh.
Just because, now I know why I didn't get laid during that year.
You couldn't be in that car for a zombie apocalypse. You'd hit one fucking curb and that was it. You're done.
Right, you talk about like how we take things for granted, like Great Adventure and stuff. Bro, Great Adventure, we take the Empire State Building for granted, like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
from
You take real
statue,
things.
Bro, yeah, the Statue of Liberty. People are like, we came from England, we came all the way here because we just wanted to see the Statue of Liberty. It's like, why?
Have you
But-
ever been to Disney?
Yeah.
How about you?
Oh yeah, like 15 times.
You've been to Great Adventure too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When you went to Disney, whatever year, and then you went to Great Adventure after, like, I went to Disney when the kids were
What,
really
the
young.
disappointment?
I went in there, I'm like, why the fuck are we coming here? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
You
the
know
white
what?
trash
Wait,
version of
it's a-
Disney.
yeah.
Great Adventure is fun. It is fun,
It's
but
fun when you have no kids
yeah,
and,
but
you're,
Disney-
and you're 18 years old and want to get laid behind
right.
the merry-go-round.
Disney is magical. Disney is magical in the sense when you walk in, from the moment you walk in, they pay attention to detail of every little item, from the flowers to the plants. You will find Mickey fucking everywhere. You look in the flowers and there's a big fucking Mickey Mouse shaped.
Hair grows out of Chris' head.
There's all the hedges are shaved, like all the figures. Like you just walk in.
I love
and then when
Disney.
you walk in on Main Street, you know, when you go into the Magic Kingdom. You're back in time like a fucking 100 years. It's just like the carousel, and you can smell the fucking waffles going for the ice cream, and you just walk into this. Oh my god, I love.
And you're talking about my Geostorm.
See, but I get the same feeling when
You
I go
talking
to
about your
Six.
what?
And you're talking about my Geostorm. He's going into his little
How magical
fairy
Disney,
tale.
how magical Disney, bro! And I only just took you into Main Street.
That's true.
Would you like to go to Tomorrowland with me?
Maybe.
What
How
about
Frontierland? How about
Frontierland?
Neverland?
Yeah, see, now there's an amusement park you would like, my friend. Neverland.
My problem is that Six Flags reminds me of growing up too, especially when you walk up to the guy dressed like Bugs Bunny,
Yeah.
and he smells like liquor. I mean, that just takes me right back.
Yo, I still do enjoy Great Adventure. It's fun, but as I'm getting older,
You know what's funny? The little kids go to Six Flags, and they're like, "Who the fuck is that?" Like they have characters that nobody gives a shit about.
well,
anymore.
yeah, but no, that's what it used to be. Yeah, they had like make believe fucking characters. Look, they made up the old man. But Six Flags is nationwide.
Yeah.
There's like 15 of them or 20 of them. You know, they're in Michigan, they're in California. I've been to Six Flags Magic Mountain in
I
California.
was in Georgia.
Right,
Georgia,
Great
Florida.
America. Right, Florida, and then Busch Gardens is around too. There's 8 or 10 Busch Gardens.
Hey, this year, Action Park's opening up again.
Bush.
Is it really? I
Action
think
Park is
I almost said,
reopening.
is
Oh,
it?
what
And I
happened?
think I remember you
They
telling
closed
me,
down. You don't remember Action
bro,
Park?
the
You remember Action Park?
lawsuits.
Action
the
Park
law-
was a place you'd go. It's like
It's a
going
place you'd go to
your-
bleed.
Going to your grade school, you know those metal fucking slides you go down to. Multiply that by about 100 feet.
Well, you never did. You never went.
Eric, I vaguely remember.
Bro, what about the slalom thing in the little car with the concrete?
Yeah.
You friggin' crashed.
And the water slide that had a loop. People would hit it head on and just fucking. fucking crazy.
Action Park was so dangerous, but so much fun.
YouTube of Action Park. She can fucking throw you for a
We used to have so much fun. It's the first place I jumped off. Well, not the first place, but it's first place. Yeah, because we did it upstate when I was in Boy Scouts. I jumped off the bottom of the Newburgh Bridge, man. We used to all climb up on the bottom. One of those bridges, I think it's the Newburgh Bridge. It's the one on 10 Mile River when you stay at Bob Land at Skinner's Falls. You ever go to Skinner's Falls?
No.
And you canoe down to Delaware, and you get to the bridge, and you climb. Most people climb up on the rock, but then we were all assholes. We climbed up on the bridge, and that was about a 40-foot jump to the water. One of us, and everybody's doing bad shit, drugs and stuff. You're a teenager. We did this when we were younger, tripping out, mescaline, acid. One of the kids fell back off and landed on his back 40 feet down, and they had to call an ambulance. No, into the water. But same shit.
Yeah.
But the only thing that they would say to him was that he was so fucked up and high, he just fell with it. Like anybody else would have locked up or tightened to try to move. He just was flying for a minute, and that's what saved him from breaking his back.
Do you guys watch
Did we win something here?
Impractical Jokers?
Yeah.
Did you see the one?
I don't.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Could you try to look it up real quick? I want to show it on the screen to the folks.
But
at
do you
home.
know?
Merle jumps out of a plane.
Yes, I saw that one.
Do you guys know that those guys live all right by me on Staten Island? They're from Staten Island. Those
So
guys.
why wouldn't you watch the show?
They went. I don't know.
You're too busy watching fucking Dance Moms.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. I should support those guys more. I've watched a few shows, but
who am I hanging with? Geostorm and Dance Moms.
Hey. But I should watch those guys more. They all graduated from Farrell High School. They all graduated the same. Yeah, I do work the Muddy Cup. One of those guys was like
what?
The Muddy Cup, the full cup.
Muddy Cup,
the
yes,
full cup. It was the Muddy Cup, then it's the full cup. One of the guys from Impractical Jokers was a silent partner in the full cup. He's not anymore, so we could say it.
Oh.
But no, he's not anymore. They just closed. They're revamping it. They're making a pizzeria in the front, and they're going to reopen because that's a great little room.
A pizzeria?
Yeah, the whole front bar.
All right, you got to see. Now, there's 4 guys. Merle's like this nerdy guy, and he's afraid of heights. And after every show, you get a punishment, and his punishment is he has to jump out of a plane.
Have you never seen the show?
I know who loses the thing.
They do skits, and then whoever loses the skit...
Whoever loses the skit, right, the one that loses the worst or whatever has to do something bad.
Right.
Today we're teaming up at Skydive Long Island in Calverton, teaching people how to jump out of planes.
See, he doesn't know.
Maybe we're not, Mer. Maybe it's your punishment. No, it's not.
You make a ladder or no?
I don't think so. Hold on. I think it's loud enough for one.
No way.
No. So Murray told me we're coming here to teach classes today, but in fact, it's his punishment. Murray is deathly afraid of skydiving.
Yeah, it's loud enough.
Life saying he will never do it. I am not jumping. No way. He's afraid of heights. Doing it.
Watch, they bring up the pact that they made when they first started the show.
Put your suit on and man up, buddy. This is man. What if this goes wrong, guys? Well, we'll warn you.
We'll warn you.
Cheating right now. Wait, hold on. Holy shit, he has a heart. It's a punishment. And you know that you have to do it. So we all made a pact years ago that you can't say no to punishment. It makes you feel better. We're going up in the plane with you. But we're just going to land a different way.
Some of the ones they do.
Well, he's got to jump 10.
Yeah, well, listen.
Just this? You can tie it in like a double knot or something? I mean, this is just fabric, right? This is just cloth, nylon. Nylon? This is nylon, guys. In case you were wondering how strong the fabric is, it's nylon. Let's go, Mark. Let's go, buddy!
What do they all have to wear? They're not all jumping, are
No, but
they?
they all have to, by law, you have to wear.
Do you all have to wear one in case something's wrong?
Yes, mine goes down, yeah.
Shit, wish you had that on every flight, huh?
You ever done that?
No. I did
Never will.
parasailed.
Once in Arizona, I did it.
I parasailed 400 feet. It's the highest I ever went.
Starts crying.
I would. Holy shit, look at that.
They're low, dude. That's low for a first skydiving.
Why are we still going up?
It's probably about 4,000 or 5,000 feet. Like, why are we still going up? Ha.
Oh,
That's awesome.
see him crying? He screams all the way down. Yep.
Enjoy it, man. Look at his face. He's wearing the fucking wrist thing, dude, the GoPro.
That was scary just watching it. Just watching where it goes.
Not opening.
I'd say that fucking shit didn't open all that
No,
fast
it
either.
has to open like that, otherwise you fucking jerk your body off.
Don't drop it. I'm not gonna
Don't
fall.
drop
You're not falling, man. Holy I need 3 new best friends.
He has no voice. That was great.
That's pretty cool.
Great show.
I always wanted to, and now that I'm getting older, I'm a little scared. But when I was a kid, I wanted to parachute. In the Navy, I parasailed
Hell, yeah.
off the back of a boat on a 400-foot rope. But that's the closest I ever did to like parachuting or whatever. And you take off, and it's different because like when you take off, you're going up, you're going down. You can control it a little bit with your things. Look up a fail. There's a fail from Florida like 2 years ago. A girl on the beach in Florida. Did you see that one with the wind or whatever? Didn't know what she was doing. She pulled herself right into the fucking side of the building. She smacked the building. Look it up on YouTube if you got. I don't know what's it called, parasailing fail or girl hits in Florida like Clearwater Beach.
Because after you get off of it, you're fucking parasailing.
Yeah, bro, like Clearwater Beach, Florida, or whatever. Like the wind took it. I think it was a little bit her fault or something. And she hits a building.
I would love to just see the look on the face of the boat as I rip the whole back of it off as it tries to take me.
Bro, that would be a great skit. You just stand there. All right, you ready? I'm ready.
Team slams into the building.
Yeah, bro. You see like, bro, it looked like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade when the boat, just the front of it goes, you know, and the whole back of it's blowing up.
Ready?
Horrific parasailing accident in Florida. You've seen the video at the top of the show. 2 Indiana teens critically injured when the cord was securing them to their boat
that means dead, right?
No, slamming into a building and many cars. ABC News is now left
many cars.
Serious questions about the safeguards in place to prevent such accidents. And
so what happened? The cord broke?
Yeah, the cord on the boat broke.
Good morning, Josh. Of course, it's a holiday week, and parasailing is a common vacation activity, but a blast of bad weather and a possible equipment problem caused...
And I drive a Geostorm.
...to turn into a nightmare.
My eyelashes are beautiful. Look at this.
It's a terrifying moment caught on camera. Watch as a parasail containing 2 riders breaks loose from the boat leading it and slams into 2 nearby condominiums in Panama Beach, Florida.
Not one!
All before crashing into a parking lot full of cars.
We are at the Commodore, and 2 parasailers just smashed into the top of it.
Is that
This
Commodore
morning,
64?
Oh, look how cute they were.
Indiana girls, Alexis Fairchild and Sydney Good, remain in critical condition at an area hospital. Initial reports from investigators say that on Monday, an afternoon storm developed with strong winds, and that these winds kept the chute aloft, and several attempts to winch the riders back onto the vessel failed. The company who ran the outing, Aquatic Adventures, is declining to comment. The very popular vacation sport is an industry with very little regulation. Just this May, Florida legislators failed to pass a bill that would have put new safety standards in place. One of the biggest opponents, Aquatic Adventures, the owner of the boat involved in this incident. A managing partner spoke out to a local newspaper about his opposition to the bill. We've started creating our own standards. We've got a good plan going. But incidents linked to parasailing continue to mount. Since 1998, there have been 33 incidents in Florida alone, with 6 fatalities.
And there are 4,000 wave runner accidents a year, but that's okay. Come on.
Right. So that was crazy. Those girls were cute too. Like they were young, pretty girls. critical. We got to look them up.
No,
See
I don't
if,
really look at those young kind of girls.
see if they die. I'm not looking at it in a fucking sexual way, jerkwad.
They were cute.
Yeah, I didn't say, oh, they're hot. I want to fuck them in the ass. I said they're two cute young girls that it's a shame they're in critical.
That was creepy.
That was very creepy.
It's a shame they're in critical condition after
If we
hitting
put
a
you-
fucking building.
Could we go test drive a conversion van? Can we go test drive a conversion van?
Hey.
And we'll have you do that in the back.
Are you about a size 14? It's a little Silence of the
I was gonna
Lambs.
say, yeah.
I'd fuck me.
You fuck me. I'd fuck me. So creepy. But yeah, and yes, no, I'm saying they were cute, as in cute young girls that fucking smacked into a wall.
Speaking of handicapped
Congo.
people, you heard Casey Kasem
Congo.
is missing?
Yeah, bro, I thought he was dead. I thought he died like 5 years ago.
No, that's Dick Clark.
Dick Clark, same thing.
No, I know Dick Clark died. No, but I really thought that Casey Kasem is missing.
Why aren't Shaggy and Scooby looking for them?
Well, that's what Peaches Rodriguez put that up yesterday.
Because Shaggy is not Shaggy anymore. You know who plays the voice of Shaggy now?
Yes, the guy from...
The stupid jerk from Scream.
Yes.
No, Matthew Lillard
Who was in the real
was in the remake of the movie. He's the voice now in the cartoon as well.
The guy who was...
That's Matthew Lillard, bro. He's awesome. Without a paddle,
Yeah.
Bro,
He was in also... what was that movie where he played...
13 Ghosts.
No, he was, yeah, I think Ghost, but he was also the... he played like... he was like the real world character or something like that. What the fuck movie was it?
We can IMDb it.
Yes.
Matthew Lillard. A missed call from my mommy.
So listen, basically he's got Alzheimer's, and his wife,
How old is he now?
I don't know, in his 80s.
Casey Kasem.
And
Missy.
but apparently his wife took him from his children. They don't know. She told everyone that she's left the country, so there's like an ongoing investigation. So I thought it was funny if we could pull up that audio. I got two different audios. One's a video, one's an audio. Have you ever heard these?
The ones from Howard Stern when he's with the dog dying. You make me do this request.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones Howard Stern played them forever.
I never heard of them.
I showed him the...
Oh, really?
Orson Welles.
Orson Welles was the fucking funniest.
Yeah, but what, from Howard, you mean?
Yeah, well...
That Howard played... That's like, he's an Opie and Anthony fan. Like, he doesn't realize that Howard was doing this stuff 30 years ago. He's been mocking on these people forever. But yeah, those...
The one he loses in the studio, right?
Where'd Howard Stern get it from?
Well, like, what do you call it? Lenny Bruce? I'm not saying he took it to the next level.
No. I meant, where'd he get, like, the footage? Yeah.
Oh, people used to send him shit because
okay.
he bitched and he fucked with everybody all the time. People would send it, or he had his... Even to this day, his research team, the guys like that do research, they pull up the most obscure... he's the one that years ago started... 20 years ago. Anytime someone would accidentally curse on TV, he would be the one bringing it to light, playing it and stuff, and doing all these
How'd they catch
things.
all that?
He had a team, and then because he was on syndication, people knew that he liked that kind of shit. So if anybody in like Tennessee, hey Howard, they did this on this show, they would call not him.
Who was the one that always did the prank?
Captain Jenks
Jenks
there was a lot of guys, but there was
they would just send him footage all the time. You ready? It's just someone would lose it in the studio.
I don't know what it is.
He did it.
We're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio, and here's what he writes. Dear Casey, this may seem to be a strange dedication request, but I'm quite sincere, and it'll mean a lot if you play it. Recently, there was a death in our family. He was a little dog named Snuggles, but he was most certainly a part of... Let's go start again.
Am I really...
I'm coming out of the record. Play the record, okay?
Upbeat tempo.
Please.
What was I looking for with him?
See, when you come out of those up-tempo goddamn numbers, man, it's impossible to make those transitions. And then you got to go into somebody dying. You know, they do this to me all the time. I don't know what the hell they do it for, but goddamn it, if we can't come out of a slow record, I don't understand it. Is Don on the phone? Okay, I want a goddamn concerted effort to come out of a record that isn't a fucking up-tempo record every time I do a goddamn death dedication. Now, make it, and I also want to know what happened to the pictures I was supposed to see this week. This is last goddamn time. I want somebody to use his fucking brain to not come out of a goddamn record that's up tempo, and I gotta talk about a fucking dog dying.
Play the other one.
Wait, before you go, what were you asking the Matthew Lillard movie? What was the premise?
It was like a teen kind of like a teen movie slash. It was in the.
She's All That.
She's All That. Yes. He was in that one.
He's been in a ton of movies. 97 films. He's 44 years old.
Play the other one. It's fun. It's a video.
Is it? Radio Meltdown?
Yeah.
The countdown will begin this Sunday afternoon at 1, right here on the radio station you grew up with. Music Radio 138. Oh, fuck. What the hell's going on here? Jesus, isn't the last hour with another hour to do? Just I thought we were almost finished. Good golly, Miss Molly. This is fucking ponderous, man. Fucking ponderous. Hi, this is Casey Kasem. American Top 40 has moved to a new time. I hope you'll join me this Saturday morning and every Saturday morning at 2. Now, we're up to our long-distance dedication. And this one is about kids and pets and a situation that we can all understand, whether we have kids or pets or neither. It's from a man in Cincinnati, Ohio. And here's what he writes.
But
Dear Casey,
ponderous was a big word of mine in the 90s because of that. Fucking ponderous, man. Fucking ponderous. Yeah, Howard used to play these all the time. That's where those clips.
That's where Harvey Russell Wells one from. Every year.
We have the request and dedication.
How long is the Orson Welles?
It's not long, but it's to me it's the funniest.
It's great. There's so many. Bro, did you ever hear things like Crackhead Bob sings with the Rolling Stones and shit? Oh my god. Well, it was Crackhead Bob and I am sorry. Me and Jen still, when we text each other, I am dungry. Instead of saying hungry, we say tungry. And come on, you're killing me. You're fucking killing me. He Crackhead Bob was a guy who he was a crackhead. He had a stroke, still kept smoking fucking crack, had a second stroke at like 30 years old. He was young. He's like my age now. And then he lost everything on the left side of his body. So he couldn't move anything, and it didn't talk right. But now he couldn't even count. Like if you had to give him a number, like say he wanted to do 3, 5, 6, he'd go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like that's how he'd have to say 3, 5, 6, like where he ended. And he was crazy. So I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry. But that's the way he spoke. And they used to make him do crazy shit. I'll never forget. It had to be somewhere around 95, 96. Crackhead Bob sings with Van Halen. I did because it was right after 94. It was after David Lee Roth or whatever left. Don't do it, bro. And I'm just like.
It was like buckwheat singing.
Bro, pulled over.
Lippin' Penub.
Yeah, there was 1,000 times where Howard Stern made me pull over the years. But that was one I pulled over in tears crying, and I couldn't see. Couldn't fucking see, and it's just one that stuck with me like to this day. Like whenever I hear like I'm like, oh my god. And every song sounded the same from him. They used to play the game. Guess what Crackhead Bob is singing? Bro, you wouldn't know. They would all be like, what the fuck? And when you heard what it was, you were like, really? No way. It totally didn't sound like that. And it was just, oh shit. I didn't
Hey, an hour into the show.
Hey man, I made it an hour and 5.
You're not my father. Ready?
Go ahead. This is the Orson Welles from Howard Stern, right?
We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. Do you really mean that?
Yeah, so in other words, I'd start half a second late.
Don't you think you really want to say July over the snow? Isn't that the fun of it?
If you can make it almost when that shot disappears, it'll make
I think it's so nice that you see a snow-covered field and say every July peas grow there. We know a remote farm in Lincolnshire where Mrs. Buckley lives. Every July, peas grow there. We aren't even in the fields, you see.
We're not even in the
We're
field.
talking about them growing and she's picked them. What? I don't understand you then. What must be over for July?
When we get out of that snowy field.
When I was out, we were onto a can of peas, or a big dish of peas when I said in July.
He's fucking arguing.
Yes,
Right.
always.
He's a brilliant guy, though.
I'm always past that. Yes.
And
Well, that's about where I say
he
in
was a
July.
very slender, built, good-looking young man, young guy. In the
Why?
50s
That
and
doesn't make
60s.
any sense. Sorry. There's no known way of saying an English sentence in which you begin a sentence with in and emphasize it. Get me a jury and show me how you can say in July, and I'll go down on you. It's idiotic, if you'll forgive me by saying. It's a stupid. In July. I love
Rivet knuckle down on
in July. Impossible. Meaningless.
I think all they were thinking about was that they didn't want you.
He isn't thinking.
Listen, can we just do one last
Yeah?
And it was my fault. I said in July, if you can leave every July.
You didn't say it. He said it. Your friend. Every July? No, you don't really mean every July. But that's bad copy.
now with the
It's in
mouth
July.
over there,
Of
it's
course
like-
it's every July. Too much directing around here.
That's what do you call it? That's
Norway.
Monty Python.
Fish fingers, no. Findus, Norway. We know a certain fjord in Norway, near where the cod gather in great shoals. There, Jan Stangeland.
Six more on that shows thing. Did you roll it around very nicely?
Yeah, roll it round and I have no more time. You don't know what I'm up against. Because it's full of things that are only correct because they're grammatical, but they're tough on the ear. You see, this is a very wearying one. It's unpleasant to read. Unrewarding.
Bro, pull up William Shatner with Sabotage. Do you remember that one?
Freeze the card at sea.
Sabotage.
And then
They
add
sabotage the
some
system.
crisp-
I'm sorry, Mr. Shatner, but you said sabotage. Well, that's how I say it. That's what it is. Well, it's pronounced sabotage. You say sabotage. I say
I
sabotage.
think, no, because of the way it's written.
Bro,
You
look
need
that
to
one up.
break it up because it's not...
Well, this one's plain. You can't look it up.
What? Impossible. Take crumb out. Good.
That's it.
Here under protest is beef burgers.
Here under protest.
We know a little place in the American far west where Charlie Briggs chops up the finest prairie-fed beef and tastes... This is a lot of shit, you know that. You want one more? More on what beef?
You missed the first beef, actually, completely.
What do you mean missed it?
You're emphasizing prairie fed.
But you can't emphasize beef. That's like he's wanting me to emphasize in before July. Come on, fellas, you're losing your heads. I wouldn't direct any living actor like this in Shakespeare. Will you do this? It's impossible.
He's a big Shakespearean guy.
Last year, and by far and away the best, and I know the
The
reason.
right reading for this is the one I'm giving it.
At the moment.
I spent
Tough man to
20
argue.
times more for you people than any other commercial I've ever made. You're such pests. Now, what is it you want? In your depths of your ignorance, what is it you want?
In the
Whatever
depths
it
of
is you
your
want, I can't deliver because I just don't see it. That's considerably fine. You can live with it. No money is worth it.
No money is worth it. Fucking Orson Welles, man.
What was the one with Shatner?
Yeah, it's William Shatner. Sabotage, saying sabotage.
Sabotage.
Here it is.
Well, it's an interview. I don't know. Yeah.
This is in the recording studio?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, it's just audio.
I'm going to play this. This is William Shatner.
Yeah, it's Howard.
In a recording session. It's just so great.
That's how young he is.
It really goes on a lot,
Howard.
too. That's
His
what's
voice is
great about
deepened
it.
now.
It's
Every
just-
couple of years you heard his voice deepened with the, it was him
This
with
is
the...
William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed
We're not
at what you
talking,
hear. Okay?
Can there be a little more excitement in the beginning?
Well, okay. All right.
It sounded like really laid, really super laid back.
Well, I'm saying, okay. I'll try and do that. Let's do take two.
You know he's pissed. He's laughing.
This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. Speak up. And maybe you better do it the way you hear it. Do it for me. No, I mean, just go ahead.
This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear.
Is that the way you'd like me to do it? Okay, I'll do it that way. Okay, ready? This is William Shatner, and I would like to invite you to take a journey with me into the 21st century. So take the next few minutes and listen very closely. You'll be amazed at what you hear.
Robin.
Okay, so I think that came pretty close. No, I'm doing.
Are you making fun of me? Are you making fun of me?
No, I believe that you asked that was about the way you did it. I wasn't jesting.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I jest.
No, I insist. Now, what I want you to do is on pay. Was that
fucked up, right?
To you?
Wait to hear sabotage.
Maybe I should have just kept my mouth shut.
No, because if your mouth were open, you'd have popped some pills in them. So, do the next paragraph for me so I can get an idea of how you want it. This is page 2.
Well, I don't know. I really don't want to, because I think you actually have a much better feel.
No, I don't think I do. I would like to hear you read the second paragraph, so I can do it that way. Linda here.
I really, now that I've looked at the different things you did, I really like the first one.
No, I like it better the way you did.
This guy's trying to
I
backpedal.
insist that you show me how to do page 2. Really, I mean it. Please read so I can get an idea of what you want. No, I'm going to do it the way you think it should go. No, I am going to do it the way you're reading.
Fucked up, right? Imagine
okay?
being that
I
engineer.
know you're here to see that I do it the way the company wants it, so I'm going to do it the way you read it.
Well, but I don't want you to do it.
But you're telling me how you want me to do it.
Well, I'm sorry.
No. I am going to do it your way.
Like I say, I'm sorry.
There's no apology necessary. You know what you want. You know what you want.
No, I don't. I
mean, you come in here and you don't know what you want?
Well,
and this is almost over, right? Because this isn't the sabotage one, unless he finally reads it. Yeah.
No, I am going to do it the way you want. Every paragraph. And you'll send it back to town and you'll see whether, I hope it will please everybody else. As long as I'm pleasing you, that's all that matters.
Make a face.
Would you please, I don't feel right about doing that, I really.
Well, no, you felt you wanted something done on the first paragraph. I'm trying to do what you want. Okay, let's lay down the second paragraph.
Wait, is it?
Wow. Yeah, that's
Boy, did he jerk him.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
Well, that one just said a rant. Go and look, see if there's another one that says it would be just like that.
Go back one. Here you go. William Shatner sabotage.
Yeah, but that looks like it's from the show, unless...
No.
The voiceover while they're bending
click
here.
that.
Yeah, do it. Click on that one.
This one here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Spock, sabotage the system. Spock, restore the atmosphere. Spock, sabotage the system. I wish I knew what to do. Observations, Mr. Spock.
Okay, you have line 193 again with sabotage and sabotage.
I don't say sabotage. You say sabotage. I say sabotage.
You don't say sabotage. I don't say sabotage. I say sabotage.
Is this why you sabotaged my ship?
We
did say
sabotage.
sabotage.
We had to make some changes in it to adjust it to us.
You said we?
Yes, of course.
That's funny.
That was an outtake, too.
That's funny.
Sabotage. You say sabotage, I say sabotage.
Oh my.
Oh my. Well, he has the, he's known for being a real prick, Will Shatner. Like being really, really arrogant and, like belittling people a lot of times and thinking he's above everybody. Yeah, he was a drinker. He's 82 years old now, 82 years old, so.
Not bad.
What about that old fuck from the Clippers, man? Did you see the new interview?
What, something about with Michael,
Magic Johnson.
with
Just
Magic
shut the
Johnson,
hell
right?
up already.
No.
Doesn't know why do you have a clip of
Yeah,
that?
we do.
He had me at hell now.
How long is it?
Is it pretty?
We got to skip around.
Why, is it a video or
Yeah.
audio?
Video.
It's video.
Yeah, because I want to watch it, but I wouldn't mind taking a quick little break.
Okay.
So, if the fun-filled people out there want to watch it, why I urinate and take a minute.
If you had bigger tits, you'd be a 10.
Nice.
How long is this?
If you had bigger tits, I'd be dead.
Just hit play. We'll shut it off when we want.
Uh-oh. And now the setup for this is Donald Sterling again, right? Hey,
where's the video?
Donald Sterling looks incredibly like Casey Kasem.
What is this?
I just clicked on Don
Well,
Sterling.
he's getting it. Well,
I just clicked on Don Sterling.
For everybody else, Don Sterling is the guy
Google
that's
it.
owner of the Clippers.
I don't know. Just Google it. I mean, just YouTube it.
Was it a video?
Yeah, it's a video.
That also seemed to be.
Well, it says full interview.
Was released to Radar Online last week.
Yeah, but it's showing Casey Kasem. I don't know why.
Well,
let me see. Let me open it with.
But like I was saying, he's the owner of the Clippers who had all that trouble with the black thing with the girl they want to sell. He opened his mouth again. Insert foot. This time about Magic Johnson. So that's what we're trying to bring up now.
Sterling's analysis, he's not a racist. He was just jealous because the woman he was interested in was bringing other guys to the game.
Dude, just Google
that also
it.
seemed to be his defense in a phone
I know,
call
that's
that was
obviously
released to
just
Radar
audio.
Online
No
last
big
week.
deal. No big deal. How many people we got out there? 7. What are they even talking about? We've been doing all this stuff.
I don't know. Time to sabotage.
Can I refresh it?
Refresh what?
Is that why my mother called? Good thing you're reading everything that's going on there. Thank you, baby. I just read what my mother. I said my mother missed my call because she's watching. She wanted to call and yell at me that I jumped off the bridge 30 years ago when we're at, which is known. You've heard about that before, mommy. I don't know why you're still getting mad at me. She still gets mad that, like, if I bring up that I jumped.
You jumped off a bridge?
Yeah, I was just saying earlier, when we were in the Boy Scouts, and then even after the Boy Scouts, when we were teenagers, we used to go up to Bob Lander's, Skinner's Falls in the Delaware. Have you ever gone up there camping?
No.
Well, Bob Lander's is right on the Delaware River. It's a fun time, like, especially bring your kid, you're camping, you got your campsite. But the Delaware River's right there, man, and a little bit of whitewater rafting is right there. So you can either stay the day and tube down a little bit of rapids right there. You go down the tube and you walk back up and tube down. Or you rent the canoes and you go on like a 8 or 10 mile tour of a few miles of the Delaware River. And there's one point where you pull over and you're right underneath the bridge. The Delaware's like 140 feet deep, the water at this point. It's between Pennsylvania and upstate New York. And we used to climb up. Everybody climbs up on a rock about 20 feet. You jump into the water. You climb up beyond the rocks to the base of the bridge. You could jump down. It's like 40 feet to the water. And we did that, like, not all the time, but we did. I did it to say I did it. We all did it to say we did it. But that's what she called before. I read what Jen wrote in there, that's why my mother called me, was to yell at me that I jumped off the bridge when I was a teenager. My mom still calls in the morning, like, I'm married 23 years, 22-year-old and almost a 20-year-old kid, and my mom still calls, like, in the wintertime.
Go jump off a bridge.
Yeah, no, she'll call in the wintertime. It's going to be cold today, honey. Make sure you wear long underdrawers, or whatever, Hey, going out anywhere. Make sure you look both ways. Oh, don't do that. Like, she still calls me, like, it's mommy. But you're always mom.
If you were my son, I would be doing the same thing. Look at you.
You'd call and tell me.
You always look like you're in danger.
Well, thank God I have a good woman that protects me, too. I got Jen is my protector. She tries to, anyway.
There's only so much she can do.
Hey, listen, there's only so much Richie can do over there, too.
I'm typing down David Sterling.
Don
Sterling.
Maybe that's why you can't find it.
No, it's
David Sterling.
David Allen Greer?
Don Sterling.
Yeah. I keep putting in David Sterling, and this glass company keeps coming
Just
up.
put in Sterling Magic Johnson.
Optical. Hey, we hear something.
We'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. People enjoy this.
Skip.
Racist shit.
In Sterling's analysis, he's not a racist. He was just jealous because the woman he was interested in was bringing other guys to the games. That also seemed to be his defense in a phone call that was released to Radar Online last week.
What the hell? I'm talking to a girl. The girl's black. I like her. I'm jealous that she's with other black guys. I want her. So what the hell can I in private tell her? I don't want you to be with anybody.
I want to hear more from Sterling about this idea that it was jealousy, not racism, that motivated him. Take a listen. I get you were saying you were jealous. You didn't want her being seen with other guys. You didn't want her being photographed with other guys. You thought she was kind of throwing in your face. That seems to be what you're saying.
Did you ever like a girl, and were you ever jealous of her a little bit if she was with other guys? It is, I didn't want her to be photographed. I didn't want her. I don't know where photographs go into it. I admit I was jealous, and it was stupid.
The thing is, though, what you were saying wasn't, I don't want you seen with other guys. You were saying, I don't want you seen with black guys.
Because she used the word black guys. I'm bringing some gorgeous black guys.
But in the tape, you're the one who brings up. You say that your friends of yours are calling you up
telling her she's bringing black guys to the games. You say, let me just read you so you can respond.
But it's all
then why are you
convoluted.
She says, then why are you taking? You say, why are you taking pictures of minorities? Why? Later on, you say, it bothers me a lot. You want to broadcast you're associating with black people. Do you have to? And she says, you associate with black people. He says, I'm not you. You're not me. You're supposed to be a delicate white or delicate Latina girl. The question then is, why does being seen with a black person not make her a delicate white or delicate Latina girl?
I can't explain some of the stupid, foolish, uneducated words that I uttered. I don't know. You get upset, you say things.
Yeah, one other thing you said, I'm just saying in your lousy, expletive Instagrams, you don't have to have yourself walking with black people. You don't have to. If you want to, do it. Well,
it doesn't make sense. I don't care. I didn't care.
Would it have been okay with you if she was bringing a white person to a game?
She had 4 seats. She brought a lot of people. I don't understand why in the world I said any of those stupid, uneducated remarks, because I really don't care who she brought to the game. I was more interested in the game. I was a little jealous, I have to admit, but I don't know why I said stupid things.
For a lot of people, though, these comments that were caught on tape do echo other charges that have been made in the past, as you know, by Elgin Baylor in other lawsuits.
No. You're trying to connect them.
No, I'm not.
Elgin Baylor, it has nothing to do with what the things I said 20 years later. Well, what did it have to do?
Well, Elgin Baylor made a claim that you had a plantation mentality, and then now in this thing, you're saying you feed these guys.
I think you have more of a plantation mentality than I do. You know what? And I think you're more of a racist than I am. Because I'm not a racist, and I've never been a racist. I'll never be a racist. I don't know what that means to have a mentality. You're asking me about questions. What do you mean a mentality?
What type of plantation mentality is to feel like you own these guys that are working for you?
Do I own them?
I don't know.
My players earn $100 million a year. But do I own them?
But in this tape,
some of them own $50 million a year.
In this tape, you're saying I support them, I give them food, clothes, and cars.
Well, I think I create opportunities for them so they can make $100 million. I don't give them anything, believe me. And those players could get that same amount of money anywhere else.
Do you acknowledge they earn that?
Of course they earn it, and they work harder than any other sport.
Well, Donald Sterling says that he has tons of support. He says the players still love him, and it's just the media that wants him out of the NBA. We'll have that part of the interview next. And later, this is probably the most surprising part of our conversation. Donald Sterling pretty much trashing Magic Johnson.
What's he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Did he do any business? Did he help anybody in South L.A.?
Donald Sterling, it seems his downfall is a big result of the media. He told me that the players still love him. He has tons of support, he says, and that the NBA doesn't necessarily want him out. The question is he in denial? You can decide that for yourself. Here's how Sterling responded when I pointed out that the players on his team say they do not want to work for him.
Let me just say that I apologize to the league. People want me to hire a wall of lawyers, and them to hire a wall of lawyers, and to go to war. I don't think that's the answer.
So what is the league
I think the answer is the league is a good league. All honest people. And I think that whatever they decide that has to be done, I think I should work with them and do it.
Well, the NBA says they want you out. Are you willing to give up ownership of the Clippers?
Oh, well, I'm not sure that's what they want. And
that is what they want.
Well, that's your opinion, and that's what the media says. I'm a good owner. I have a good team. There are people that want to buy my team, but because the media says that the owners want me out, doesn't mean that they want me out.
Have you talked to any of the owners?
I've talked to some of the owners.
Have any of them supported you? They said that they don't want you out?
They supported me. They can't understand why I would say that. I can't understand why I would say that.
You're saying there are some owners of NBA teams who want you to remain the owner of the Clippers?
I don't speak for the league or for the owners. They speak for
But have any owners told you that?
All right.
I didn't ask them. I embarrassed the league. I humiliated them. I don't know why I did it. I mean, it's so terrible. And
you don't believe, though, that the owners...
Magic has AIDS.
So basically what that was us just filling in moments because nobody out there wants to hear anything about sports, but I had to pee. No, what that basically says is I guess Donald Sterling is an ignorant old cuss.
Yeah.
And is just digging a deeper hole for himself. And how do they punish people with money? They take it away from them, you know. So
your sister's leaving St. Barnhill.
Oh, bye, Shell.
Bye, Shell.
I think you have to pull back on us, bro.
What else? Yeah.
I just did.
What else is going on in the chat room right now?
Nothing. They were just talking about you peeing.
I mean, I remember these shows. What shows? All these shows. Intermission, Craigie's got to pee. That's right. Someone had gas.
You pulled out too far.
She said.
Yeah.
Well, he said.
Yeah, I'm sure you hear that a lot.
You can see the closet.
Yeah, that closet over there. Right?
You can see the Margot Diner.
Dude, you zoomed out so far, there was a gay newscaster on the TV.
So,
I don't think he has full-blown AIDS. I just think he has the HIV.
Anderson Cooper is gay.
Is he?
What?
Anderson Cooper. I saw there was a ad in TMZ about it.
About what? I heard
he's gay.
Oh yeah. He came out about 6 months ago. Maybe
WWE just let a gay wrestler in.
A year ago. Yeah. You got something stuck in.
You heard?
There you go. Word the bird. I heard. No.
Fudge the Packer.
Oh, no. But didn't you say something like it was John Cena or something came out?
No. His name's Adam Rose.
I thought it was John Cena. John Cena's friend, his other guy. That was a gay. That was another gay guy. I don't know. I told you guys' name.
You're fucking useless.
You're fucking useless.
Can't you get in your Geostorm and drive somewhere and find out who the guy's name is?
At least I can get in my Geostorm.
Not now you couldn't. They don't make them anymore. That's why.
I got a smart car the other day.
That'd be Geo Thunder, because that's what it would sound like as the fucking
how far
the bottom scraping. Could you see him in the fucking Geostorm now? There'd be fucking sparks flying.
Wait, you wait.
He got into a smart car and the IQ dropped.
Yeah, I believe that.
I'm just kidding. What can I tell you?
Did you really get in a smart car today? Who has a smart car, you know?
So, at the,
that wasn't a smart decision.
At the dealership. We were I just said, I'm trying to look at it.
There's actually a roomy inside.
Yeah.
There's a guy by me that has one. He's like 6'4".
I don't understand.
He's a big dude. I mean, he rides it by himself.
Yeah, he takes opens the back window so he can fucking look
he takes it to work. It's so fun.
Well, you need to be 6 feet tall
giraffe.
to lift the car up to make a left turn.
But it's funny, like, he gets out at the deli to go in, and this monstrous guy, and I'm like, holy shit, you're in that little car. He's like, hey, man, it's roomy on the inside. He gets whatever, 40,
like
50.
Howard and the Hendersons.
50 miles. Yeah, that's it.
Was that Lethal Weapon?
I don't know. I'm pausing that picture and fucking putting it up, man.
Of me ruined?
Yeah.
Hey, man, it made the police move. Mm-hmm. Harry was good for that. I love that friggin' movie. John Lithgow.
Did you get my Lethal Weapon reference? Because Danny Glover does the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, does he? I know what you said, Danny.
Yeah, like Lethal Weapon 3 or 4.
4. It's 4, yeah, when he's like,
woo! He goes, I could really use a siren right now. And he goes, he yells out the window.
Yeah, it's like 4. That's like Chris Rock one or whatever. Yo, so you know I've been having issues with technical issues.
Yeah, I saw your rant on
Did you like that rant?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you see my Mother's Day note? I wrote a very nice Mother's Day note of why mothers are mothers. Did you get to read that one?
That was good.
That was a pretty good rant. But you see my rant... Oh, because he just ripped one? Mm-hmm. But you see my rant on computer and tech... Right, because you actually said, I helped you.
Yeah,
and I was like, I don't want to bother you. You already helped me. I try not to fucking bleed people too much. You know, you got to take the leech off every once in a while, let the wound heal, and then put the leech in another location. That's how you properly bleed, folks. But...
I watched your video. It looked good.
Yeah, the one I got another one in here right now that I tried to do, and it won't. When I go to upload it and save it in the computer, just like I did the other one, it's coming out like this.
Mr. Roboto.
Yeah, it's not moving proper. But out of all that, it took me all fucking day. That one video I put up. Could you pull it up? It's called 420 in Easter. It's 50 seconds long. It's right on YouTube. It's on my page.
It's going to take me longer to find the video.
Yeah, it's on I Am Not Him. Just to show you what took me all fucking day.
It's where's it at?
It's on. You can go right to YouTube. I Am Not Him is my page. One word. I Am Not Him.
Who are you?
I don't know, but I'm not him. See, if we had if we were on the website, all these links would be right on the website, right? Like my YouTube page, your two YouTube page, right? Our links would all be on the website. Why is Matt keep moving a little bit like that? See, you just go right to the website that would already be on broadcasting from, www.thebaldandthebudaful.com.
There's no the.
What would we be broadcasting from?
Well, we'd have the YouTube channel on there, yes.
That's what I'm saying. You'd be on
we'd be live on there.
And you can go right there because all the links would be right on the homepage.
I'm around Thursday, so if you want, we'll hang out and do it. We'll have
You heard that, right? You heard?
We'll have a protein
Did you
shake.
find it?
Protein shake and...
Yep.
Wow, who's drinking whose protein shake first? That sounds so gay. Two overweight men getting together to drink a protein.
Not him. There we go. Craig Lloyd.
Guess what the name of the place is called?
Muscle Maker? I only know that because my son comes home last night from the gym and Jen's like, oh, you went to Muscle Maker? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is I thought Muscle Maker was like a brand name or like food. I'm like, well, what is it? Oh, it's barbecue chicken. I'm like, oh, like since when is barbecue chicken a Muscle Maker? Like it's chicken. He's like, no, the name of the place is Muscle Maker. I never before last night.
Have all different ready?
Yeah, the night before Easter. How many people are ready for tomorrow? How many people are ready for 420?
2 weeks ago, this is 419. It's Left Lounge. The Last Lounge? I mean, Waretown?
Well, you're Christian, you're like, oh, it's Easter for the burn-up. That whole table over there. The ladies are going to get stoned. The coolest thing, finally, 420 is falling on a great day. What's better than putting a bunch of burn-ups getting high with a whole bunch of candy getting brought to your house? You couldn't put a better holiday together. Because when I'm really high, I want to eat candy and I hope it's brought to me by a 6-foot fucking rabbit. I'm like, this is the best shit I ever smoked.
That took me for that 50-second, and all I did was take it out of it. It's a 45-minute show. I did almost 45 minutes.
Blue and I edited the...
Bro, I cut one clip, took it out, and then the little line you could fade, and it all worked well on this when you see the fade in and fade out. The next one I did, the fade was 38 seconds long. I couldn't make it any shorter. It was either 0 or 38 seconds. So the 38-second fade, it was dark because you hear me talking for almost a fucking minute before I finally got lit. It wouldn't go any shorter. And then when I went to save it, it was like pixelated and moving in robot form.
Did you export it to export the video?
It tells you to render. I watched all
render the video.
Render as. I rendered it as.
AVI or...
I think it comes out AVI in the end. When we're done here tonight, look real quick at your Vegas Pro here that you put in this computer. And it's still in there, the one thing. Of course, the piece that I cut out, I think I actually closed that section where I had it all cut and all the other pieces deleted all out of the way. So it's just that piece that I was trying to upload. And I closed it. I think when I closed it, I didn't save that. But I did save a bigger piece, the whole thing in there. Because all I was trying to do is just make a couple of little quick videos to get some new video activity on YouTube, and maybe one of these things will take off like that. I was trying to keep them short, little 50-second, 1 minute, 2 minute clips. Like the other one I did was my Married and Miserable clip. It was from when I was in Florida, and it's a great clip. The crowd is laughing their ass off, and it was about a 2 minute and 40-second clip, and it wouldn't fucking upload.
To what?
To like when I was trying to save it in that Vegas Pro to that you got to save it. And then, look, there it is. There it is. Look. Is that your old car? Like a picture of your car?
No, I just found it on the fucking internet.
Yours was green.
Mine was
right?
GSI. Mine was a GSI though.
What's the fucking difference?
It's a girly.
The letters G, S, and I on the back.
No, it was a faster car, and it had more ground effects.
It was,
you know what GSI stands for, right?
Bro, this car...
Girly sees impotence.
You know what's so funny? Like,
girls see impotence.
The GSI had more ground effects. When you got in the car, the whole car had ground effects because it went fucking down to the ground.
195 pounds.
They're like, whoa, sparks are coming out of the exhaust.
195 pounds, what, you drove this when you were 6? I'm just fucking... I'm sorry.
You're walking home.
I'll be running out of here tonight. Good thing I'm not even
like the big guy from fucking Happy Gilmore. I'll see you outside.
Nice. I'm not even parked outside.
You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
No.
No.
I'm parked around the corner like when it was snowing. There's no friggin' parking out here in the parking lot. And I have issues where I live, so I'm not...
Can I bring up a topic, by the way, because it's really on my mind?
Sure.
It's small.
No.
Did you see that fucking, that Hawaii, the police department out there, what their, the new law is out there? What? Did you put it on there?
No, I didn't.
No, in Hawaii, a new law, a law for what?
Let me here. Let me
a sexual law, law or drug law?
No, for police. It's to protect police. Yeah.
They're allowed to get jerked off
and
but not have
blowjobs,
sex.
but they can't have any kind of penetration. But when they go undercover for stings, here.
Wait. When they're undercover,
the police for a long time. The police wanted to.
Trying to pull out what you're trying to say.
I'll show it to you.
You ever think of going on Storage Wars? I hear 20, I hear 20, I hear 40, right here 40, 30, here 30, man, I'm not right here 30, right here 30, I hear 40, I hear 40, I got 50, I'm gonna get 50, I got 60, I got 70, I would have sold the man in the front row with the red hat.
Yeah, I think so. Well, that's exactly what my point exactly. Like I knew it.
Look at this crap.
How long?
Now, is she a cop or a hooker?
I don't know what she is.
Because if she's a hooker, I would be requesting a blowjob too.
So basically, the gist is this: for years, there was a gray area about sexual penetration when it came to undercover. That they wanted to do it, the cops, okay, but by law they couldn't. So they got a bunch of people together to make a law, and it was like going back and forth. Okay, I want blowjobs. Okay, okay, you'll take a blowjob. It was back and forth. That's what it was.
No, but it was also actually, they're not just saying that they, like when they're undercover, and instead of blowing their cover, so to speak, by not getting blown.
Yes. But here's the deal. The law states that if someone...
sold to the man
sold for a blowjob.
The law states though, when someone says like, "I'm going to sell you drugs, let's go," you can fucking arrest them right there. That was their verbal. It's the same thing with hookers.
Right, but it's deep cover. Like now they have to actually do the act to get caught.
Well, that's what they're saying, but everyone makes a different law though.
Yeah, but you see, look, this is the Hawaiian Mr. Bean. First of all, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like he should be like,
he looks like the guy from Seinfeld when Seinfeld asked him where the Chinese restaurant is.
Well, look.
I saw him. I don't want to turn around again. I saw it. I can see right here. Look at the little screen.
Here.
A key lawmaker and Honolulu police have
the Miyagi.
agreement.
Where is this from? Fucking Australia?
Constitution law. Last week, Senator Clayton He said he would end a police exemption following uproar over the current state law.
They're undercover?
Officers to have sex with prostitutes
No, those are the prostitutes. They don't look like... What prostitutes you see them see prostitutes in the city there? None of them look like that.
Closed-door meeting.
No, they look like that.
Yeah, I know.
Sure, if you could read me, fuck me.
In the story you'll see on KHON2.
Here.
Christine.
KUNT2?
Friday, HPD
Is that what he said? KUNT2.
WKUNT.
Was deafening and deferred decision making. HPD then called the senator asking to meet today, and both walked out of that meeting in agreement.
They both walked out very happy. What's all those clips?
Senator Clayton He says it's pretty clear what he and Honolulu police would like to change about Hawaii's prostitution law.
Hawaiian.
He chairs the Senate Judiciary and Labor Committee, which will soon make a decision about any changes.
Are they saying just cops or all people like can get
sexual penetration?
Dude, when they bombed Pearl Harbor, what do you think was in those fucking cameras?
Should no longer be an exemption.
All the kamikazes apparently didn't die. They procreated.
I want someone to say, well, can we do anal?
Never allowed police officers to have sex
well,
with
they're Polynesians.
He said
Hawaiians.
I have a quick question for you. Ready? What loon? I'm done with this. Are you done with this?
Yeah, I'm done with this too. For sex. See, you should just play it right this part.
Dude, that's the Chinese Hitler.
It took 7 minutes to get there. What do you do?
I just thought of something. I'm tired.
Go ahead, do it.
Are you reading?
This is my impression. Guess who this is on Looney Tunes. See if you guys remember who this is.
On Looney Tunes? Gossamer? No. Oh! Wait a minute.
The human?
No, he blows up.
Remember the dog? With the fucking red over his eye. How you doing there, Earl? Good.
Oh, with the hair, you mean?
Lunchtime today, huh? Sorry.
With the hair.
Yeah, it was the dog, remember?
Right. Yeah, he was great, that dog.
Yeah, he used to chase Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
I want to do cartoons and shows next time.
I would love to do cartoons. Well, what do we got going on then? We've got one whole handful of people actually watching.
Nobody. They're just...
Well, it's our family. It's not nobody.
It's no. I said nothing. I meant to say they're talking about nothing yet.
Oh, well, what was the last thing talked about? Sold
American when we were doing the stutter and prick thing.
Right. I'm just trying to see what's going on because we don't want to talk about. That's why they're talking about other stuff.
It's rubbing off on him now.
Right. Well, no, but if the chat room, it happens. If the chat room is talking about something completely different, let's talk about what they're talking about.
We are all about the chat room. We wanted to be, but the chat room doesn't care what we're talking about.
No, but they do. But sometimes they need to direct us into a new direction. Again, if we're talking about fucking pies and they're talking about avocados, they're the fans. Let's talk about avocados.
Can't eat avocados.
Avocado pie.
Can't eat them. Because of the gout.
Yep.
Really?
Is that your symbol for gout? You saw that, right?
Yeah. Well,
why? Because you have
he does this all the time. Everything.
Jerk off.
Yeah, that's where I got it in my hand.
This is Richie when you call him.
The gout or jerking off?
I don't jerk off.
I don't jerk off anymore.
Well, here.
Here. Oh, so you mean you're admitting that you actually jerked off in Buda's house? I never jerked off yet, Buda. I guess I'll have to stay after the show and drop a load.
Okay, I'm more.
Half and half in your coffee.
Oh, sweet. Is that why I just kept going?
All of me.
I just kept going down and down and down.
Porn tube's the best.
Porn tube?
All I ask you do is whatever you want. Just don't go near my computer over there with a black light. It'll look like a Pink Floyd show.
Laser light. It looked like the entrance to most bars by Rutgers University.
I wanted to tell you about some story driving things that happened to me this weekend, bro. At work, I drive a cab, and we have an account with the hospital. I have to pick up the psych ward sometimes, right? Have I told these stories yet?
You told me. No, go ahead.
No, not here. And well, yesterday, I pick up this really huge lady, the size of me, and she gets in the back seat.
So 220, 230?
Yeah. And
just speak up a little bit, man. Some people...
She's in the back seat, and I got the air on. I'm driving. It's kind of a far drive, about 40 minutes. I hear snoring, right? Mm-hmm. So she fell asleep. No problem. Someone cuts me off, like in Mattawan. No. She slid off the chair and hit the floor. I was just about, mammy. She fell asleep snoring on the floor.
She didn't move. She didn't wake up from it.
Nope.
Yeah, that's more than Xanax.
Yeah.
That was Sunday. Monday.
That's a little more than Xanax.
Monday, I'm sitting at the bus station, okay? Now, at the bus station, right across from the bus station is the fire department. The fire department... As you all know that live in the area, when there's a fire, what do you hear? No, it's a loud like right, really loud. Really loud. This is true. I don't even make this shit up. If I had a camera, I would make $1 million today if I had this footage.
Like this?
No, this guy got so scared he punched the guy next to him right in the face. He got so scared. Boom! And he fucking just punched the guy out cold.
Where was this, the hospital?
No, in front of the bus station at the fire department. I had to call 911 for this fucking guy got punched in the face. Yeah. Cops came and everything.
So was the other guy still there? The other guy take off?
No, he stayed. He felt bad. He's like, I have this reaction when I get scared. You can't scare me. I get violent.
Really?
Yeah.
So then did you have to take him?
Me when that happens to me.
When I saw that, it reminded me of another story of my my girlfriend from when I was like 17, right? She was telling me the story of how their neighbor, he was like a kung fu expert, and I guess it was a drug sting, but they bashed into his house, but it was the wrong house, and he was asleep on the couch. He took out 4 cops, broke 2 arms, broke cracked ribs, he got arrested. But he got off because the cops didn't identify himself. It was just a cool story.
He was sleeping, of course.
So then I told you when I was coming back from Great Adventure, I called you, remember?
Mm-hmm.
That I found out what happened. I thought someone threw something at the car.
Oh, yeah, what happened?
Okay, this is what happened. I'm driving on 537. It's 50 miles an hour. I'm driving about 55, 56 miles an hour. There's a kid walking on the side of the road, and something hits the car.
Was he carrying something?
I don't know. I wasn't really looking at him. My mind went right to him because he kind of looked like shitty. Something hit the antenna went crazy. something skid up the freaking front windshield. We have a magnetic sign on the roof. That got moved. Whatever it was trembled and fell off the back of the fucking car. I call him. I'm like, this motherfucker threw something. He's like, call the cops. I'm like, nothing broke.
I said, did you report it? You said, no. I said, tell your boss just so
Well,
you don't get in trouble.
I did tell him.
And I said, call the cops and let your boss do whatever has to be done.
So I come back into town to gas the car, and this woman pulls up next to me who runs another cab company. I guess she was the van behind me because she swerved. I seen her swerve. She pulls up next to me. She goes, "Oh my god, I can't believe that crow flew right into your van." The fucking crow was swooping in and got caught on the antenna and slammed into the fucking windshield and went right up into the fucking thing. You know the last thing that bird saw before it died, right? It's asshole.
Was it still stuck in the magnetic thing?
No.
It flew off.
No, she swerved, ran it over.
Right, because it went right up and over, and she had to swerve to get out of its way.
It misjudged.
So a crow is big, man.
Yeah, it was a big crow.
They're bigger than this. They can be bigger than this fucking thing.
I took out a squirrel the other day, man, and Jared was in the car. He was fucking traumatized. You know when they run out?
Who was in the car?
Jared, my son.
Your son.
Yeah, you know when these squirrels run out and they change their mind and they don't know what the fuck to do and they usually.
You never saw that commercial where the guy swerves and crashes for Geico and the two fucking squirrels? Fuck them! I don't even stop for that.
Well, it was on 537 also, but over towards us, and it was like a Seinfeld. I was like, do I stop? What is the etiquette for running over a squirrel? Because he fucking ran right out there. So I just fucking floored it. And you know when you're going over something and you don't want to hear that thud?
Yeah. Right.
Oh, dude, it sounded like I hit a fucking buffalo. And Jared's like, was that the squirrel? I go, no, it was okay. And what did he do? Looks out the window, and this thing is toppling over like Lee Majors in fucking.
It's not moving. It's not moving. You just see the tail going like this.
Right. Oh, bro, you ever see a cat get hit by a car? Yeah. They fucking flip up and down like 2 feet in the air. Flipping around, and they're dead already, but they're still making noises, and their fucking bodies reacting, and they're flipping.
Well, this thing looks like Lee Majors in that fucking in the $6 Million Man when he ran with his airplane or whatever.
So I dropped another guy off deep in Jackson, right? And I'm coming back. There's like 30 birds in the fucking street. I didn't know what the hell they were.
They were looking for you.
So I'm getting closer and closer.
Tommy.
And I didn't realize. You ever do something like early in the morning that you don't realize someone's standing right there watching you? Some fucking 12-year-old girl is walking her dog. And I got both windows down because it's beautiful out. The sun is just coming out. And I'm going, what the fuck are we doing here like this? So I'm like, and I go, and what the fuck are you? And I went, honk. And they went, I went, you fucking ass. And the little girl goes, really? And she's standing there walking the dog. I saw some crazy shit this week.
She said, really?
Yeah, there was a fucking horse loose, right? Then I thought I was tripping on Monday. I drive out to Route 9. There's a fucking hot air balloon in the sky.
Yes.
You see the picture I posted? I'm like, get me the fuck out of here.
What did that turn out to be? The hot air balloon?
Hot air balloon.
There's a place around here, Allentown.
Yeah, that's PA.
No, Jersey.
Allentown, Jersey.
Oh, I didn't know there was no
Allentown here. Millstone. They come and they go out of there also.
So I have two other stories I could tell. I don't know if we ever told you them. Did I ever tell you the one about? I picked up another lady from the psych ward, and she was telling me that because when people get in the cab, I'm nice, like I'm personable, like I'm like, hey, how you doing? I gotta not do this when I pick up the psych ward. I'm like, hey, how you doing? She's like, how am I doing? I just found out I got a gremlin in my vagina. I said, really, the car or the alien? She fucking smacks me. She goes, now how am I gonna get the car in there? I said, I don't know, car wash rules. Antennas down, windows up, right? So she's like rocking the whole time going, I'm safe, you're going home, there are no gremlins. I'm safe, you're going home, there are no gremlins. Right? So we get all the way to her house, 45 minutes later, bro, of her just fucking rocking, and me just like fucking white-knuckled, trying to get her home, waiting for this lady to burst into flames. I get her out. She doesn't say a word to me, doesn't have to pay because it's on the account. Just as she's slamming the door, I go, and don't feed that son of a bitch after midnight. I picked up another lady months ago. She's talking to me about Harry Potter as if it's like a fucking actual event of history. Right. Like in history.
I talk to him on the phone. I hear these as they happen because I talk to him just about every day on the phone when he's working. And when shit like this happens, he calls me. Dude, you can't believe what the fuck just happened. The Gremlins one, he was laughing hysterical when that first fucking happened. And this one that you're going to tell now, the Harry Potter one, is pretty funny.
She's like going on and on
Actually,
about Harry.
I think I was on the phone. So he'll pick these people up, and I'm on the phone with him, but they don't know because he's got the Bluetooth in.
Oh, the best is when I pick all the Thai kids up.
Yeah.
And they all speak Chinese.
And
I don't know if you ever see Finding Nemo, the seagulls. I just sit in the car and I'm driving. He's on the phone with me, and I go, my. But all you hear is...
And almost, that's what it sounds like. He's got like 6 to 8 people in the back of the thing, and they're all like...
Oh, how about the lady I made the video of when she fucking... I asked her where she wanted to go. And she goes, want to take them all? I go, where? You taking them all? And I go, and I start driving, and she's in the back.
Do you have that video? Can you pull that video up? What was that?
I don't know where it is. We'll get it.
It's on Facebook.
It's sideways even. That's like when I didn't know what I was doing with the phone.
Yeah, but... That one was great because if you watch that one, it's about a minute
long. You can see the person in the car, I think.
At the very end, he's like, and at the very end, he turns the camera a little bit as he's talking,
and she's just fucking.
And you see an Asian lady because me and Brianna, me and my daughter are watching it and my wife. But I think it was actually me, and when I first got it, I was like picking my daughter up and bringing her to dance. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And I'm watching it laughing. So I show him, like, look at this. And we're laughing. She goes, oh my God, somebody's in the back seat. And I'm like, what? And I had to watch it again because I didn't even really see it at first. She's like, and I'm looking, I'm like, oh my God, someone is. And then we get home, and Jen's like, did you see that video? I'm like, yeah. And she's like, there's someone in the back seat. Like the way I didn't see it, you know?
So she's going on and on about Harry Potter, this and that. Like, it's an actual event in history, you know, like World War II.
Hold on, the woman in the back seat was fucking Asian. So when you look real quick, no, the one that he does that. Fucked up.
Matter of fact, in the middle of it, I whip out a fucking Christmas song.
Oh, something. And
like
then
in the middle, I go.
And then when he first sent me the video, he's like, "This is what happens when you drink 5 Red Bulls in a row."
I was wasted on that. So she's going on and on about Harry Potter this, Harry Potter. You haven't seen any of them? I'm like, I've seen. I don't know which ones I've seen. You know, I saw the Azkaban one and like the first one, right? She's like, oh, that's good. You know the names of them. Like she started getting excited, but she starts going on and on about like something about it. You've seen them all, right?
All of them.
The owl. Something about an owl protects Harry Potter or gives its life.
His owl. Yeah.
She's like, if I had an owl, I would take care of it. I would file his nails. We would talk all day long. I would read its stories. It would give me advice. And then she goes, what would you do with your owl? What would you ask the almighty wise owls? And I said to her, I go, I don't know, probably how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center? She's like, you're not taking this seriously. I said, fuck you, lady. I said, you see how I look? I'm fucking allergic to this shit. I've been eating Wise potato chips since I'm fucking 12.
I'm allergic to owls, okay? But yeah, no, that's crazy shit. But yeah, the owls in Harry Potter, they're not like as protected. They're more like, I mean, they bring them messages and stuff. I guess they are a protector in a sense.
I'm going to find a picture of this lady. I got it somewhere.
Oh, which one? The one with the
Derek Jeter one.
What do you mean?
This lady was like 80, sitting in the front seat telling me how she's Derek Jeter's mistress.
Oh, yeah.
I got invited to the wedding. We lost a bulb.
Oh, don't. They're still bright.
Yeah, but did that just go out? Did that burn out?
It probably burned out, yeah. I have 2 more, don't worry.
Can you touch that one right now and try to fix it?
I wanted to see him touch it.
Dude, there's fucking 5 minutes left. Fixing it.
Bro, we can end it any time. We got 5 people out there.
They cut the power. What do you mean they cut the power? I just want to see on the screen and watch it go.
I'm looking right now.
He ate the light. Terrific. Name that movie.
Now.
Yeah, you roll off. Now.
There we go.
There it goes.
Still pretty good.
Fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's still just a little darker.
That's okay.
Now is now.
Oh.
But what movie is that? He ate the light. Terrific. Excuse me. Oh, sorry.
She could be the house.
That's the whole line.
I don't know.
You don't know the movie? No, Jaws.
Jaws.
Right after they do the whole thing when the sharks got smashing. Come on, we talked about it last week. Yeah, everybody act like I can fucking recite the movie. I've seen it like 250 times.
You do?
But yeah, I've seen it. You want me to?
Yeah, we talked about it last
week. Hey, what's your name? Christy. What are you going to do? Swimming. Yeah, but right after they do the whole story of the and then show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed, and the shark smashes into the side of the boat. That's it. He's like, put out the fire, will you, Chief? And he goes to put out the fire, and then the lights dim out. They're like, wah, wah, and it goes out, and they're standing next to each other. And fucking Richard Dreyfuss is like, he ate the light, and Brody's like, terrific. Excuse me. Oh, sorry. and they walk past each other. It's little nuances like that in those movies that make those movies fucking... Yeah, but they're like just the best cool little lines because they're so real and natural.
Come over here and shovel this shit.
Nice. I'll chum this shit. Over here and chum this shit.
What do you think of that Lou Gossett Jr. one? Was that Jaws?
Jaws 3D.
It was stupid, wasn't it?
It was terrible.
I never even
Come on, people. We're going to eat.
Finish watching,
We're going to have a party now. Like, he was like such the ultimate black guy. Like, and it was 3D, which made it even worse.
Was Lou Gossett Jr. in that?
Yeah, in the
I
third
thought that
one.
was Randy Quaid or Dennis Quaid. Or
He's in it too.
Yeah.
He's the
Lou
white
Gossett.
guy. Luke Gossett's the black guy.
My favorite movie still
He
is the
runs the
original
thing. It's in
Piranha.
Florida. Bro, the original Piranha from the 70s was
What, the
awesome.
remake was awesome.
No, the remake kind of sucked.
I like the remake. You know who I saw the remake with in 3D?
Yeah, with
Matt Bridgestone.
Yeah, it was you and Manny Bridgestone went.
The beginning of the movie was just naked chicks swimming in 3D.
Right, which is cool. And then like the dick floating down at the end from Jerry O'Donnell. I mean,
he got my dick.
Yeah. I remember we talked about that a few weeks ago. We pulled up Blood Beach.
Yeah, Blood Beach.
When the guy's cock gets sucked off by the creature. The rapist. Oh!
Therapist.
Rapist. Therapist. It could be therapy for some, I guess, but...
I think the worst bloody movie growing up I saw was I Spit on Your Grave.
Maybe, yeah.
The original one.
Yeah, when she
Real
cut his
bad.
in the tub.
Yeah, really
that.
Bad, bloody.
To this day, I can't jerk off with a razor.
That's good. It's such a dick.
But fully shaven.
Ooh. Do you do that yourself? Do you have some help?
Yeah, do you shave? No,
Oh,
of course
sure.
I do. I do the whole fucking tuck and pull.
Nice.
Like I'm
Nice, yeah.
sharpening. Yep.
Yeah, the shaft.
Oh, sometimes.
I tried once. It fucking itched me forever.
Yeah, you're all fuzzy
Fucking
and you're like 75, fucking retro, fucking
prickly.
hairy fuck,
You
stinky,
prickly fuck.
sweaty, smelly balls.
There's
Oh,
only
it's
one
gross.
person that's gonna see my balls every
Dude,
day.
and that poor woman. She probably
Oh,
don't look
man.
anymore either. Oh yeah. Yeah, man, I'm all cleaned up too, man. I got this carpet matches the drapes and shit, you know. Like,
Does it really?
Sure.
Yeah.
I even have a goatee. Sure.
I have a separate electric razor for that.
I call it the Flying V.
I use Nair.
You imagine? Oh, bro,
You
know.
ever-
Oh,
you ever-
wait, speaking of, can I tell you a quick story?
I use a real razor.
He's going to tell a quick story.
I was a kid.
That's all.
You
folks.
remember the original roll-on Bengay?
Yeah.
You know, like, it
Oh,
wasn't called Bengay. It was what was it called?
Ben Him.
I was going to say Ben alternative
it was
lifestyle.
It was like the 70s version of Bengay. It was somewhere, whatever it was. Well, it's a roll-on. It's liquid. And I had, a bad arm once, and I was in the shower. I came out of the shower naked, and I rubbed it in my arm, and it dripped down.
Oh, yeah.
Here, dude, I ran out, holding my dick, like, my dick's on fire! I was like, I had to be 14 years old. My
Well,
mom,
if you ever come to see our show,
he does a
I
joke
do a joke
about
it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I don't do a joke about it on stage, but I've talked many times about when I was in the Navy, one of the initiations for new guys when you're on a ship and you're at sea is a thing of Bengay. A guy puts it on his hand. You hold the guy down, you smack it up into his ass. Like, you don't finger him in the ass. You hold down, you pull his pants down, you smack him right in the crack of his ass. And then what it happened to me, it took him like a month to get me. I kept running and fighting off, but there was one point they finally got me. And they just do.
Take a whole
you
pick
run,
after you're done?
yeah, a whole fucking multiple whole picture. But back then it was 8mm, so it's a little longer.
It was a Polaroid.
Yeah, and no, but you run upstairs, you run up to take a shower to wash it
The guy
off.
with a big stone.
And what does water do? What does water do to Bengay? It makes
it worse.
It goes from 300 degrees to 500 fucking
You got to pour
degrees.
milk on that.
So you just hear in the distance, like whenever the guy gets fucking, first he's screaming, and then he runs upstairs, and they advocate it. Like, yeah, go wash, take a shower. I gotta get this off. They go up the stairs and shower.
Your
You just hear,
underarms too, isn't it?
you hear in the distance, and just everybody laughs.
All right,
Just
I'm going to share a fucked up story.
fucked up, nasty things guys do to each other.
One time I had a regular electric razor. I have a separate one for that, and I didn't have the head on it with the setting. It was just pure electric, and it.
You shocked yourself?
No.
No,
I pinched my balls.
Oh yeah, the thing. You mean
And
you
I-
just had this going?
And it hurt so bad I let it go, and then it was hanging.
Like a cowboy riding a fucking bull.
And I just, like, oh my god!
So I unplugged it.
And now it's stopped, and you had to
and
pull
it's
it
stuck.
out.
It's stuck.
in the fucking...
It's stuck.
With all your skin.
Yeah.
This is how you start the show. You don't end the show like
So
this.
I'm like, all right, like a Band-Aid or what? Like this. I just yanked it, right? I fucking looked. There's hair and like a little piece of skin.
Oh yeah, bro, you were dripping blood.
I've never been kicked in the dick to ever match how that felt.
That the pain, and the pain it felt like 3 days.
Oh yeah,
open cut. Yeah,
it's
every time you
impossible
walk,
to keep a Band-Aid on your nuts because they're always moist
and they're always moving.
Oh yeah,
and
it was
the
ridiculous.
under and everything. Yeah, that's tough, man. That's a pain.
Thank God I lost all my skin on my left nut 5 years ago because that kind of just brought the other subject out of my mind. I don't think.
See that? That's good.
Look at Richie. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, on that note, should we end on that? How you can't get much better than getting your skin, getting your extra scrotum skin stuck in a fucking electric
Marissa
razor.
said, "Craig, you can only run for so long before they get you."
Oh yeah, when I with my ass. Yeah, they got me. It's a ship. It was 600 feet long. You can only go so far.
Remember, I don't like the. You ever see the deodorant that's liquid with the plastic ball?
Yeah, that's it's a roll. Yeah,
My friend Johnny L. Remember
Right.
he did a whole bit.
Arid roll-on, I think it's called.
I used to use it sport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Active.
Speed Stick,
Yep.
right? And he would go, "Thanks, Speed Stick." He goes, "Yeah, you're wiping your armpits with melted candles." He goes, "You ever go to your friend's house and they lend you their roll-on deodorant and you get it, and this is like 10 years
There's
ago."
hair on it.
The balls.
He goes, "There's little stray black curlies, like he just handed you Monica Lewinsky's chapstick." Pretty funny.
That is pretty funny.
Who's, by the way, is supposed to be coming out with an all-tell tale about.
Oh, Monica Lewinsky is. Yes, now she's going to talk.
Something like dropped a blue dress or something like
the
that.
statutes of everything is done. But so on that note, want to close this chapter of this adventure of this Tuesday night up.
I hope you enjoyed the end of the show. Whoever left early, you missed it.
Yeah, you missed an exciting tale of balls.
Bro.
No, really?
Yeah.
I shave my balls with a razor, like a the same razor. But I use the same razor on my head on my ball. I just grab it.
Well, see, dickhead. That's where that came from. I have an electric razor that has an attachment and it's got plastic over it, so
Right,
you
for
put it on
protection.
setting 1 or 2. But I had it full on straight ass.
Yeah, I use the Bic Fusion 5. It's the 5 blades.
I did that with a Flowbee.
You know what's even more fucked up? I smelled like fucking motor smoke.
Oh,
because it was still trying.
it was
to
burning
go.
up, or you were burning up the motor.
Yeah, the motor.
Bro, the motor that thing was fighting the fleshy fleshness of your.
They thought I'm
fucking
fat
nads.
because it didn't,
didn't hurt you that
no,
much.
it was
Well, it
mostly
did, but
fat.
it didn't, right.
I was trying to do.
It's kind of like when your grandma goes,
Oh, dude, don't fucking do that. That fucking hurt, man.
"I'm sorry."
Relax.
You know when you're
That's
trying to
fucked
get a
up.
good,
I didn't
good
mean to do
cheek
that.
back here, so you're nice and clean. I had a Flowbee.
But I grab
years
your
ago.
tooth.
No, but you pushed the cheek into my fucking tooth. Like, just cut the inside of my mouth.
I guess you don't have chubby cheeks like I do.
No, man, that's why that fucking
You
hurt.
want to do it back?
No.
You're talking like what's his name now?
That's because I'm stopping the bleeding.
What's his name from Howard Stern?
Oh,
Fingers
Crackhead
up.
Bob?
Crackhead Bob.
Dun, dun, ding, dun,
Crackhead Bob goes to the
dun.
dentist.
All right, so now I don't have to kick you in the dick now. We're even.
I'm bleeding,
He's
folks.
out of water.
I am.
Sorry, bro.
Story of my life. That's all right. That's right. Next time, act it out visually. You don't have to actually physically grab my cheek like your grandmother really did.
All right,
Did
guys.
grandma make you bleed too? All right, guys. What's going on in the chat room?
They're
Anything?
just laughing at me, making fun of you, and
There you go.
all 3 guys laughed at my joke. Yeah.
And then, what did my wife just say?
Good night, guys.
Good night, guys. Baby, and everything will be good. I'll be home soon. What did she say right there? I think my guy...
We're thinking of you, Jen.
hearing that will be crying. Something wrong. Alright, yeah, we love you, baby.
Love you, babe.
We'll
Things
see you
will-
next Tuesday.
Things will be better.
Let's go out with Zach.
See you next Tuesday.
Here, you've been listening to the Bob and Buda show with Craig Loydgren and Buda the Comedian. See
The
you
Comedian.
next Tuesday.
Suckers.